This is the Call of Duty Mobile Summerfest 2026.
Bakunawa. Still in play, but SKAERI 3 more points to win this game.
That is crazy. I would have seen that multiple times.
Ladies and welcome back to the Call of Duty Mobile World Championship 2026, the Garena Qualifier. I'm Jericho down here with one of the best Warden in today's matchup. This will be our second half of the group stage Warden. Last 4 days, and it starts here with our first 3 matchups of the day. Warden, starting things off, we'll have ALUla versus Elevate versus FREESLOT.
I mean, I hate to say this to you and to break the news for everyone here, although I kind of want them to prove me wrong, but I feel like we're looking at a pretty quick day today. I mean, especially we're looking at the the Goliath hunts, the Goliath rather of this competition. I mean, Elevate up against FREESLOT, I feel like that might just be a quick 3-0. You got ALUla as well up against their their precursors, and I don't think it's going to be any problem whatsoever. I feel like the match that probably could maybe go down to the wire might just be the last one, but then again, it's pretty unlikely.
The matchups here, it's all one-sided by the looks of it. I mean, if it does go down to game 4, game 5, well, then that's great. But I think if it does go down to that 5, we'll still have our picks here, though, like the Elevates, the ALUla, and the SKAERIs. I mean, just looking at the matchups where I was like, all right, this is a pretty quick day by the looks of it. And I agree with you. You know, it's unfortunate, but you know that's how the game it is, man. You know, you can't have the same matchups over and over again. All you can do is get better every time you get off the game. So hopefully we do see something here from the new teams. I mean, I know we've been saying that for the past I don't know how many years, but at the end of the day, it always comes out on top with the people who actually are the best.
I mean, drawing into like the other regions out here, especially on the global side, there has been a lot of upsets here and there, but specifically for the Garena region, it always has been the staple. You know, we always have to just always look over ALUla, Elevate, probably rivals this time around. I mean, we did kind of have the conversation as well that maybe FREESLOT in some way might be that squad that we can look forward to seeing, but then again, they did kind of fall off in leading up to like the last few days of the first week of we had here for the group stage. But then again, it's a brand new week, it's a brand new day as well. Maybe till then we can see something different from the teams that's coming from the bottom side.
That's true. But I mean, historically speaking, I mean, we could go all the way back from the start. You know, you had NRX Jeremiah, you had former Huntsman, you had RSG, you had DVT, you had there was a huge pool of talent. And then when we started getting to the 2022s, 23s, you had the Omegas, the Low Kings, you had Almighty, and then from the Indonesian side, you still had when Clove was still there. You know, obviously he was still part of DG. Dosi was even in Thailand, FREESLOT. You know, you have ABC, Galaxio, all these other teams. It was such a huge talent pool. But then when Elevate won, that's when we started to see the talent being saturated. Started seeing super teams being formed, like Almighty. They picked up Clove, and I think that was the last straw for the Indonesian region, in my opinion, because he's arguably the best Indonesian player of all time. There's no question about that. And I mean, obviously, you know, that region, they tasted stage 5 2023. Unfortunately didn't place well. We'll continue that later. Let's take a look at the tournament schedule here, Warden. Play-ins done and dusted. Group stage, we are on the second half, the last 4 days, and after that we'll wait for another week, and then we'll be heading straight to the playoffs to determine who's going to be our representatives for stage 5.
It's definitely, I mean, it's a pretty impactful schedule. I mean, we're going to be getting all the group stage and the playoff runs here within this month itself. I mean, by the 30th of this month, we're going to be, well, catching our eyes on who's going to be representing the arena in the World Championship that will be happening in Mexico at the 4th and the 6th of December. Well, now we'll take a look at the tournament format here. We start things off with the play-ins with 4 teams in line with a double elimination format, best of 5 series. Teams were placed first and runner-up from every Garena League series as well was put to the test, when only 2 teams will proceed towards the group stage. Leading up to group stage, where exactly we are at right now, coming from the final stretch of this last week as well, we're only going to be having 4 teams advance towards the playoffs here, Jericho.
You're right, Warden. Two teams only for the stage 5, and then for the playoffs, it's gonna be interesting because the first seed and 4th seed go up against, and the second and third will go up against each other. Let's take a look at the prize pool. The first time in history, there will be a prize pool in stage 4. First place gets $4,500 and a trip to stage 5. Second place gets $3,000 and a trip to stage 5 as well. For third, they get $2,500. Fourth place gets $2,000. Fifth to 8 gets $1,500, and for 9th to 10th, you get $1,000 each.
Hey man, you make it to basically group stage, you are pretty much guaranteed a pretty nice, cut of the pie. And come again, you did say first time around in the regional championship that we have been able to see a prize pool. Now leading up to the participating teams once again, we start things off here with ALUla Club. As soon as possible, Change World, Elevate, Revel Esports, Visual Esports, VIZUALZ, SKAERI, and FREESLOT. I mean, all eyes on the squad here from the MSP region, specifically in the Philippines. I mean, you got ALUla, Elevate, Rival so far dominating the board, while on the contrary, you did see a bit of bleeding. I mean, some sense of silver lining for the side of FREESLOT, but then again, it's not that convincing, not just yet.
Yep, not convincing just yet. I mean, they only lost 1 series so far, and they'll be able to try to make a bounce back here today. Let's take a look at the standings here. ALUla, the #1 seed so far. Elevate, you know, they're at the 2nd seed. Rivals at that 3rd seed. FREESLOT gets the 4th, and then for 5th, it's going to be tied with VIZUALZ, SKAERI, and VIZUAL Esports, and the Change World and ASAP rounding up the top 8. And the only team that hasn't won a series is ASAP.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't see the matchup there. I think it was one of the best we had.
Oh yeah,
coming from last week's road, we were covering that as well, Jericho, and well, let's just say a game 5 between Change World and as soon as possible. I never knew it would be that entertaining.
I mean, maybe that's the start of the Change World. You know, they win. Yes, they win last week. They win the next 4. They shock the world, and then they get to the top 4 because that is possible. Honestly, all these teams, if they win today, it's still possible for ASAP. It's not looking pretty good anymore. Maybe a bit of luck will need to be on their side. At the same time, for VIZUALZ, SKAERI, and VIZUAL SKAERI, if they win from here on out, they'll make it to top 4. Let's take a look at our first series. It's going to be FREESLOT versus Elevate, Summit, Meltdown, Raid, Combine, Tunisia. It's a 3-0.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think there's just a bit more of like a
Maybe
question
Meltdown.
mark in regards to like Meltdown, Search and Destroy. Yeah,
I agree.
I mean, they kind of had this curse, you know, they lost. Look at, let's draw back like 3 years ago, 2023 regional championship. They lost that map against Kagendra. I know this goes way back, by the way. And they lost their qualifiers there. They also lost the first time in so long in this map of Meltdown on the lower bracket on Garena Masters. So hey, I mean, there has been a lot of testament in regards to Elevate not really being the best team in historical runs for Meltdown, Search, and Destroy. But I do hope, you know, this squad that we kind of sought after for, aka 2024 World Championship squad, Grand Finals 2025, maybe till then we could see a bit more patch up here on this Meltdown, Search, and Destroy.
That's true. I mean, at the same time, I agree with you. Maybe it's not a 3-0, maybe a 3-1. At the same time, FREESLOT, you win. Let's say you win the Meltdown, but if you look at the next few maps, I mean, you're gonna get absolutely hammered in the respawns here, especially in a map like Summit and Combine. It's gonna be difficult to take, you know, try to bring FREESLOT to game 5. It may be the biggest win that they can try to get is the raid control, but that's like so. It comes down to small details. It comes down to those plays that wherein you got to make a hero play there, and that's the only way that will happen for you. Operators are going to be huge there, but for the hard point, I think it's set already. I think Elevate's going to take the hard point here.
I think despite the fact that, yes, Elevate is a pretty convincing squad, if ever FREESLOT is definitely looking forward to winning this series up against Elevate, I think they got to win both Search and Destroy. It's getting forced in game 5, but again, it all really starts off with a respawn here, and well, this map with so many hard points is only going to set the tone, and now we get to see the player camps here. Everyone's going to be ready. I mean, a bit of yawning here for the side of C1. You got to warm yourself up, boy. You got to prepare yourself for the matchup. It is, well, our first series here for today because we're all tuning in. And then we're going to be loading inside this game.
We all know how it's going to go down here with Elevate and the side of FREESLOT. I mean, it comes down to pretty much the operators for me, the big ones there. How much value you're gonna get from it? Are you gonna get at least 1 kill? Are you gonna get the whole squad? Are you gonna get 2 squads from it, Warden? It's gonna be very, very important to see what's gonna happen here. But here we go. First series, first game of the day. FREESLOT, Elevate, Hardpoint in Summit.
Not gonna lie, hey, I wanted to warm myself up. Hey, a map of Summit definitely gonna be a test here. We start things off here with FREESLOT hitting down here from the top side while Elevate just, well, iconically, going to be rushing, bombarding himself inside of the hard point, and everybody's going to be having a fight for their own, but not much more definition here inside until not just yet.
Yeah, that's your fifth FREESLOT here. You gotta go, you know, you gotta go with that pace of Elevate, meaning gotta be fast, gotta be right in their face. You gotta be able to get the AR kills as well. But as soon as I say that, all the players on the side of FREESLOT all spawn out and get taken down. Escado will get 1, but it doesn't matter. If you look at the map, Escado is in a very good position here over at this computer side and just holding it down. Finally, S7G gets that trade.
Yeah, nice shots here so far from Kendi. Finds 5 already. Anoin puts himself inside of the hard point. Has a shotgun on hand as well on the feet. A bit more prominent here for the side of FREESLOT. Top 10-6 now. 5-4. Did you get to see a bit more of a lead here for the side of FREESLOT? Consistency now here on speed 2.
On the speed 2, you're right, and you see the kills here for yellow. All going to be on the side of Elevate. Kato as well is going to get. He's going to be able to get 1. Now you need to hit a rotation. If you look at the back, Kato is trying to be a nuisance in this corner, but PJ will be able to spot him as well. And now we'll get that trade, and they have control of P2 for now, but this P2 is kind of similar to that P1, where spawns are pretty volatile here, and Elevate now on the back end, setting themselves up for P3 as well.
Continual runs here inside of the hill. S7G hops in, slide through. PJ shuts him away. Yopi picking up the chow. A bit of a back and forth now here inside of this hard point. And you do have Thano here trying to get some spawn definition here from Green Radar. But in the process, the gunfight still a bit more 50-50, but no versus life on the players of Elevate now here coming from sub 30.
30 points each now. And you see, this is pretty good for the side of FREESLOT. You know, you have your Tempest here. Trying to get the points here. I mean, you have your operator out, but I mean, none of your teammates are trying to get into that point. So it's you know, it's a decent use of it, but at the same time, you do beat the players at the back. So some sort of forward movement here for the side of FREESLOT. Now it's gonna be battling for the spawns, but as soon as I say that, FREESLOT loses the spawns once again. But for now, the God spawns have been given as Yopi trades it out, and now FREESLOT, they're gonna be on this speed.
That's it done here. 35-38. Otto's gonna be leading in the way here with his War Machine. S7G finds the first spot. Otto's gonna be able to zone out this place here on Gondola, but Yopi just shut him down. Kalo here from the rip, from the back. That's it, that sheer off with his equal. It's a bit of a prolonged fight there, but able to take it with a double. Looking to get a triple now, but spawns will be given for the side of FREESLOT, but Elevate still remaining to have possession in here inside his hard point.
Yeah, that worked out pretty for the side of Kalo. Is able to get 2 more. Ending out from the front using the War Machine here. Good for 1. Looks for the second one. We'll get it as well. I mean, it's a pretty weird setup. I mean, we're seeing here. I mean, usually the players who have the spawn will be able to get this control, but Elevate taking it from the front here. You love to see it with the smoke galore here. And Kendi just playing it through, just staying inside that corner, but the nade will take him out, and the damage has been done. It's a pretty close game here for both of these teams, so I like what I'm seeing from FREESLOT here, getting this pressure, but now it's going to be rotating over to P4.
Yeah, pretty impressive runs here so far from FREESLOT. I mean, coming from the last 3 hard points, we have been able to see them end off the transition with them on the lead, but now early post up for Elevate here on his P4. The Predator flies through, able to intercept the first player. Coming out, Satech. Webside equalizer as well, finds a double in the process, but the bulk of the kills off this wave will be given for the side of FREESLOT. This should be precious 20 seconds here for their side.
Precious 20 seconds, 71 to 61 here. I mean, it's very, very competitive here so far. And Elevate now, trying to break it through from the front. No operators needed. Just got to go in and burst in. Saw it with a 2K. That's 4 kills in a row for him. Yopi shuts it down. That's a complete wipe on the spawn. Only one player to beat. It's going to be a now and at the back. And you see Yopi holding it down here. Has a player inside of him. Tries to cancel the stun. But Kato will get that kill. 25 seconds left here. And you see Elevate. Nice shots from Susato. That's 6 in a row for him.
Spacing here for a FREESLOT coming from the scraps, able to put himself into it. Now 81 to 80, game close as ever. I mean, both teams seem so identical. Coming from the last 4 hills there, coming from this first deck rather, and now last 3 points remaining here off this hill time. Before we go back and reset here back to P1, it's only going to be a 6-point deficit here for that FREESLOT.
That's true, and this is actually pretty interesting because we haven't seen this kind of competitive fire coming through from either team when they're up at its Elevate, and I like how FREESLOT is just finding this this matchup here. This is pretty good, and Kalo with a nice 2K there, 92 to 85, and now here comes the Sparrow from Yopi, holding down the hill, looking for more spots the first. And now Elevate slowly, you know, getting a separation from the side of FREESLOT in a hill that you don't expect people to get a lot of points.
It's not really the first time as well that we have been able to see a team go head to head up against Elevate, especially coming from the first few hard points. But where it matters the most is what can you do once you find yourself in a mid game. Endurance, something that you have to fight for here up on this, on the side of FREESLOT. And well, so far here on this game, Jericho, the largest lead that we have been able to see here inside of the map of Summit.
That's true, and this is the second set right here in Elevate. You know, they used up 3 operators here, and it's going well for them. They're able to get some more points here. Kale's gonna get shut down though, but Kendi gets that trade, and Kendi's been playing out of his mind. 31 to his name and counting. War Machine at the ready. Look at him challenging everything. Let's see one. Let's him down with that bow. Now we have to rotate over to P2 and Elevate down. Finally, some separation in the game so far.
Yeah, final 11 points here for Elevate to put himself here on a 150-point mark. War Machine out. BJ finds a massive double off the Predator. Well, the rest of the crew here for the side of FREESLOT, I mean, they're trying to stack inside of the hill, but unfortunately for them, they can't find any breather. And all of a sudden, sponsors get given to them, but it doesn't really matter if you can't find yourself inside of the hard point and win your gunfights.
That's true. Look at Kendi trying to look for more. He's just gonna get a hit marker with that one. But 150 to 88 now, and now we're starting to see the Elevate rampage coming through here. Yopi, he's gonna get shut down by Satech, and this is huge if you're FREESLOT. Big time right here, just to get it closer and closer to that deficit. 150 to 93, but at the same time, they keep on pushing out. It is unfortunate. Setec forced to use this equalizer, but the trade by both of these players. But Yopi, though, will get shut down. 155 to 95 here. And for the side of FREESLOT, all that hope, all that energy is pretty gone now, or they got to try to break it from the front.
Yeah, complimentary time here for the side of FREESLOT here, coming from this P3 and so. And now, he's just going to be opening up here. We got Elevate here, 3 operators locked and loaded. They got occupation for every single lane whatsoever. But with that being said, here halfway done here inside of the game for the side of Elevate. Let's throw this one to a listen in here for their communications and hear what they got to say about this game.
ได้หลังได้หลัง
หลังจุด
ไอ้ยาวโดนตก
Are they lagging?
เดี๋ยวในจุดเจ็บ
ไอ้มีตัวนึง
โอ้โหเชี่ยวติดจุดไม่ได้
ยาวยาวสองยาวหน่อยกระเช้าแล้ว
ยาวตายหนึ่งกระเช้า
นี่มันเกิดหลังซ้อนหลังวันเนี้ย
Oh,
กระเช้า
ซอยกลางเดินหน้าเข้า
ลองหลังหน้าเข้าสปอนเลฟเงี้ยยังไงหลังบอกไม่ได้พุชงาน
Capture the objective.
เติมไป
Yeah, I mean, calm, cool, collected, elevated, go. And now we go back to P4 here, but this time around, it's going to be FREESLOT here on the early rotation. Can they find kill times now? I mean, they got to get a money hill for their side if they want to equalize this game up against Elevate.
I agree. I think, the comps are pretty chill there because they're already up a bunch of points, but I feel like if we listened in during the first set of hills, I think it would have been more frantic in that side, Warden. Take a look at, and now with 25 kills here. Now finally, FREESLOT, they're going to be able to get some time off this. This is huge. Good time for them. Going to make that comeback. BJ's going to get shut down. Nice shotgun from the side of Anawa, just going back and forth. Gets another one. Almost gets Caleb, but Caleb with the drop shot, able to shut him down. 20 seconds left here. And FREESLOT getting this most of the time in this P4, but they just keep on hopping out. They're losing at least, what, 7 to 8 seconds there, Warden. But all the time will be given to them now. Now we have to hit rotation back to P1 we go.
Yeah, someone got to be heroic here for the side of FREESLOT. I mean, on Elevate side, you got PJ on 39, 41 for the side of Kendi. And so far, I mean, Kato alongside Anowin on this P4 has been able to find a bit more time here for the squad. But now, you go back to P1 here, one of the strongest hills that Elevate can offer. Stack it up. It's just all going to come down to bashing your head against the wall, putting your bodies directly inside of the hill, and win your gunfights, and you get to see the first initial time goes for the side of Elevate.
EJ now with the Tempest. He's going to get shut down by Satech. Now, Kendi with a War Machine. Only good for another. Takes himself out as well. For the benefit of the team here. Now, PJ and now Yopi with the same position with the Sparrow. That's 3. Make that 4. Air Missile is going to find more. Does he get taken down? He's going to find 1. And he stays alive in our corner with the EMP out as well. Elevate trying to end it here in this P1.
Yeah, massive time here for them. More than enough as well here for them to close this one out. It claws out here for Susano. Looking for an opportunity or so. Can't find the angle, but the turn and the burn is good. Converts it to a double as well. No contention whatsoever for the side of FREESLOT, but finally they are able to do it. Just chop it down just a little bit. But the question is, though, is it going to be enough time for Elevate to close out the deal? 4 points remaining, and just like that, we're going to be forced back to a reset, back to P2, with only 1 more point here for Elevate to claim to close out this map of Summit.
Gotta be perfect here, but the 2 Predator missiles looking for more. They spot more, and that's going to be game. No, not yet. While contestant S7G trying to hold its best here, and for a while they can breathe now, but now here comes the push. Kendi with the contest, he gets the win, a double nade as well. 250, 165, and Elevate will take our point in a pretty good fashion, or not the convincing one, but they get the job done.
You got PJ just teleporting through the cameras here. But yeah, I mean, a bit of a late burn from the side of Elevate, but then again, I did kind of say this well in the middle of the game where it's not really the first time that we haven't been able to see a squad, well, be on par with them. Then all of a sudden, Elvis is going to be able to break away and just create the space that they have been known for. And just like that, well, they lead the series now here 1-0. Hard point, not a problem for them.
Not a problem for them at all. Congratulations to Elevate. That's going to be 1-0. And we talked about the respawns, man. It's really going to go to the side of Elevate here. But now moving on to the search and destroy. You're back to your home base if you're a FREESLOT. Calm down. Work together as a team here and look to find a way to equalize things here, especially in the map. In Meltdown, we've seen them play Meltdown a lot of times, and for the side of FREESLOT, they've been really good at it. But if you take a look at the highlights here, both of these teams, it was back and forth in the first 4 hills.
For anything else, I want to give a huge shout out as well to one of the founders of last year's African Champions in the chat, Bear Madman. How you doing, man? I mean, I think definitely on the run here to scout out some Garena teams. Maybe put yourself here on Garena and get the championship on this side as well. Well, we'll see about it. But yeah, I mean, drawing back to what you said here and with this initial game put up on, I mean, everyone was definitely on par in some way in regards to gunfights. But, it's just that with the likes of PJ and Kendi laying it out, I mean, my ideation for hardpoint is that you at least need to get 2 players that's able to just get those eliminations, and then the rest of the squad just play around the hill, play those role player lanes, and till then, definitely bag yourself a pretty convincing run off hardpoint.
That's pretty convincing for their end. And now, I mean, at the end of the day, Kendi is going to be our MVP, 42 and 1.5 KDA. Don't really see Kendi get that much kills in the hard point. He's more of a I compare him to a player in CDL like Karma. Like, he does the dirty work, he does all the things right, but when you need him to step up, when you need him to dominate, he can dominate. That's why Karma's one of the GOATs, and I think Kendi's right up there with one of the GOATs.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, hey, for a season or so, we did see Kenny kind of fall off as well. It's nice to see him pick himself up. I mean, you know your boy Jericho, you were able to work with this guy a lot as well. And when it comes down to work ethic, putting himself back on the podium, you can definitely rely on this man.
Yep, I mean, besides waking up early, but other than that, my man can do it. Kenny, that's my dog. He knows that. 49, PJ with 50 combined for 99 kills there. And on the other end, I mean, pretty good. I mean, if you don't look at Elevate's scoreboard at all, and you just look at the side of FREESLOT, you would say that's a pretty good team. It is. They are a pretty good team. But when you look at the other side, it's against Elevate.
Yeah, you know, there's like what? S tier, and you got double S tier. That's where Elevate is at right now. But hey, let's close things out for something hard point. Let's move over now towards Meltdown Search and Destroy, which I feel like could be a curveball once again. And we did kind of cover and touch this one up as well on last week's run, especially in regards with FREESLOT playing Search and Destroy in the map of Meltdown. It could either be the fastest game there is, especially since they are up against Elevate, or it could be the slowest if they can dictate the pace of this run.
Probably going to be the other way around for FREESLOT. They're going to take every single second that they can if they decide to do it. So I mean, it's gonna be hard, man. But I feel like, you know what, I'm gonna give FREESLOT here more of the advantage, of course, because they're, I mean, S&D merchants, S&D kids. I mean, you can name it all. They're pretty good at S&D, and it's very you love to see that kind of S&D. But here we go, game number 2 about to start here now. It's gonna be Elevate versus FREESLOT Meltdown. Game number 2. Classic map from Black Ops 2, and now we start off with two teams that have fought so many times already, but now back to Search and Destroy.
Look at the lane occupancy here for a set of Elevate. Got PJ extended already down here, bottom bridge. Occup's overseeing this mid map. PJ pulls the trigger, unfortunately finds the hit marker. Does back away. Elevate early on, getting a bit frisky, and they're able to accumulate the frags for it. Now A side gonna be cleared out here for them. Adam able to trail down one player here off this mid map, but it should be a bomb site plant here for the set of Elevate here on Alpha.
Very good. There you go. Susano with a kill. And now we're at a 4 versus 3 now. Adam. That nade. Attach and C1. I like this Kendi. Oh, the timing is unreal. Able to nade him, and beautiful. Hits him with a direct impact and then shoots him just in case his sniper will give him a hit marker. Now it's going to be on out there. A punch by Kendi. Beautiful. 5 points for Mr. Kendi as Elevate takes round 1 of this Search and Destroy.
Yeah, set the tone here early on. And in some way, we've seen a lot of repetitions as well here for the set of FREESLOT. No question whether Elevate has been able to catch on as well. I mean, all they got to do on offense is just play their numbers right. But this time, I think they want to play off the picks once more. So they lead the bomb here for the spawns. A bit of a fight here on the boiler room. Kendi off the scopes. Has C1 right across. C1's still taking a fight. As PJ now closes out the distance as well. He knows it's a sniper. It doesn't matter for him. He beats him to it, though. But Satesh in the process finds Kalo away. Kendi finds a double. And now all of a sudden, it's a 3v4 situation, rather. With Elevate here once more, having the lead here for their side.
I mean, I like this. I like how Elevate's playing this. They're just applying so much pressure, not giving FREESLOT any chance of trying to set up their defensive rushes here. But Satesh will be able to get 1. 4 versus 2 turns to a 3 versus 2. PJ knows there's a player on his right side. Be able to hear him. S7G will get 1. And now it's a 2 versus 2. Yopi's gonna make that guy 1 shot. Satesh is gonna win against PJ. So now it's a 1 versus 2. All of a sudden, tables have turned here. Yopi now in a 1 versus 2 here. Time would be everything. Spots 1, but the double challenge there in FREESLOT. They win a 4 versus 2, and they get the round.
Yeah, nicely done here. You are able to, well, play the numbers right. I mean, the last thing you want to do is isolate the numbers here one by one. And as they go here, a quick respondment for the side of FREESLOT. Now we're tied up here for this map of Meltdown. What's the approach here, Elevate? I mean, hey, they played their first round pretty aggressively on Alpha. Second round played by picks. Systematically, didn't work out. Now they seem to go for a rusher on Bravo. In the process, got to deal with C1 here off the marksman.
That's true. I mean, it's all you got to do. Apply that pressure, man. If I'm Elevate, just keep it back to basic. Get that rush, get that bomb immediately. to do here in this match of Search and Destroy. And as soon as you say that, it's a 5 versus 3. Bomb will go down. Now you have a perfect setup with trades being ready.
Bomb has been planted.
Yopi plants a bomb. See wants to look to get the pick here. Dono there on the top. In the midst of the generators.
Don't need the challenge.
Both marksmen here. Definitely doesn't even have to pick the fight, but again, a lot of confidence here for set of Elevate. Did it pay off or bite them down? About 23 seconds now on the clock.
Easy.
Halo finds Stetcher on the mid map, and now all of a sudden it's Kato alongside C1 all alone. Fasano good for the first. We're looking to get a second as well. As PJ closes to that one, and Nathan's 0405. Elevate back on the lead.
Beautiful. You love to see that from the side of Elevate. You saw how they made it more systematic in a way where they knew they could have been up 3-0 now, but they just had a mistake there. But you love to see how Elevate does it. And now FREESLOT on the back foot here. Still a very early game here, just 2-1. Elevate once again sending players over at that B side, but now you see the 4 players will be pushing up. Sana gets C1. That's the first kill there. Could that be the opening? And PJ just gets in here for free. I mean, that is just
God.
unbelievable there. An easy kill for PJ there. I mean, no help whatsoever from the side of FREESLOT as they doubled it up on the B point. And now bomb's gonna be played down. It's a 5 versus 1. This should be the round as a now one gets 1. And he's gonna get shut. Well, gets the second as well. But now he has to move fast.
Oh, PJ from the back, just out, and Caleb beats him to it now. Going back to that round here, specifically for PJ. Not in the first time you find him on the mid map. You can't leave that lane open. And, well, you just got to learn from your mistakes. But hey, that's only
Defend the objective.
the 4th round said and done. We're moving over now towards the 5th. Now Elevate once more, looking to like they want to rush this alpha side down. And it's going to be C1 there on the other side. But I think they're going to be taking this one a bit more of a passive approach. So it's going to be a free one here for the side of Elevate to get this bomb planted.
There'll be a free slot. A free site for them more than as Kendi gets SMG, SMG gets Kalo, so Sana gets a now and C1 and Satech. It's another 4 versus 2. We've seen them. Never mind. C1's gonna get shut down. Does get 1. 1 versus 3. You see all the yellow dots. He does get another one there. Almost gets Sasano, but Sasano with the trade there. 4-1 we go.
Yeah, Sana just looking up on the ceiling there was like, oh, thank God. Got the elimination. Yopi kind of happy as well. I mean, you're feeling the groove here for the side of Elevate, but on the other side here for the side of FREESLOT, I mean,
not looking good.
They gotta go for a reset. I mean, they played it on a passive note, didn't really work out. And now they want to play Sack here on Bravo, which unfortunately for them, not really the best of choices as well. The players of Elevate is on the other side of the map.
And another free hill there. A nice nade by Kalo. It's a free plant once again, and FREESLOT, they've been reading this pretty. No, not the best so forward. I mean, they've been struggling. I'm not seeing the defensive adjustments that they're making here. They keep on stacking too many sites. I mean, they got to trust each other here. You know, get these individual fights. But PJ is in a very, very subtle corner here. I've never used this, but I played Meltdown. And now he's gonna be able to use it. Gets the first, gets the second, and just like that, it's a 4 versus 2.
Yeah, you can't afford to just get multi-kill like that with no repercussions whatsoever. Go back to the fundamentals. Check your corners, play your trades, and choose your gunfights. That's all you gotta do. I mean, easier said than done once again when, especially if you add in pressure. But now, round 7, here we go. They went for alpha. Their read's going to be a bit off here, but they do send out one player directly, and that's going to be C1 once again. 5-man sector for Elevate here from the front side, and they're just gas pedaling themselves here on Bravo. But fortunately enough, C1 able to get the first. PJ looking to trail him down, does back away. Those for a fact doesn't really have to take up the fight. And now we go. It's going to be a bomb plant here for the set of Elevate, but one lesser player for their side.
The bomb has been planted.
This player, the snipe, Kendi knows Otto's there. Whoa, oh my god, they both jumped and Kendi finally got that kill. Now it's a 4 versus 3 here. Kalo will get the trade on Susano and PJ. It's all up to a Nawan and a 1 versus 3. Doesn't matter, we go to the next round.
Yeah, it's PJ's world and we're just living in it. At least for FREESLOT, rather. I mean, look at PJ, man. So inspirational. I mean, that guy is just, well, poker face doesn't really get too thrilled here that this match doesn't seem like it. But now we go. Next round's going to be opening up. It's now going to be PJ once more here, leading in the way. So that's going to be there on the bottom side of the staircase. Close to pump. Not able to get the first shot to connect. The second comes through, just up in the air, swan diving. And it's going to be Yopi getting the bomb planted now here on Alpha as well.
Planted.
Kill PJ. He's waiting for it. It's a hit marker. Backs away. I mean, just toying around with the enemy here. That kind of pressure is unbelievable by one man. Oh, okay, never mind. Needs to work on his grenades, but it's okay. He's alive. And now it's there as well. Both shotgun. Who's going to win the fight here? But 3 players are going to be middle. Kendi gets 1. And look at how much space Kendi is making there by just being annoying on that side. Now it's a 1 versus 3 once again. S7G. What can you find? He can find the next round. And Elevate dominates in the first half. 7-1.
Yeah, and then, well, leading up to the second half here, they only need 2 rounds here to close this map out here for Meltdown. So much of, well, maybe till then FREESLOT can take this one through. Absolutely not, as Elevate would say. But hey, maybe on the offense, something could be provided better here for the side of FREESLOT coming from the squad of Thailand. But as we go, we start things off here with FREESLOT. Pretty standard play for them, but PJ is going to be lurking down the mid-map player too. Just be able to get S7G right around, and the timing is perfect for him. He gets the first. Looking to get second as well. Adam's going to be right around. Shotgun v shotgun, but PJ will definitely get overwhelmed in numbers, but still stays alive on the boilers. Yopi, the captain, finds Adam in the way. The number still lies upon the players of Elevate alongside. Well, Kato out. 2v4 situation. What can you do?
I mean, PJ, I don't even know how he stayed alive there. And look at Yopi's in that corner. He knows Satech is going to be there. He's feeling it. Waiting for the right moment here. He spots the head. It's a free kill. No, not exactly yet.
Oh.
Does he go for it? I know he wants to go for it, but he's going to play. And now PJ Yopi finally gets it. Match point for Elevate. We thought about their search and destroy to be difficult, but I guess... I mean, I guess they're back in form, Morden.
Okay, look, just staring at the camera's leg. Well, looking like I didn't have to do anything off the round. All right. Anyways, though, this might just be the beginning of the end here as the players of FREESLOT running it down here on Alpha with the first 2 kills, first 3 kills, lies upon the place of Elevate, but no, the trade's gonna be good. But now in the blink of an eye as well, Kato gonna be all alone out here in this 1v2 situation up against Kalo and Kendi. He climbs up the ladder, throws the grenade. I don't mind just walk into it, but definitely back away. But from the back, Kendi pulls the trigger, and Elevate will close this map of Meltdown in a 9-1 fashion here, Jericho.
I mean, I guess they're back for now. I don't know, but I mean, congratulations to Elevate. I mean, we told them that their S&D was struggling. They went back to the basic style of S&D, meaning just going in, getting your trades, getting the bomb down, not challenging, lurking on the backside, getting the kills that you need. Elevate, they win 9-1 against a team that everybody would say that this would be the best S&D team in this tournament.
You know, at least there's, it kind of feels like in some way that they're definitely having conversations like, hey man, you know, taking it slow doesn't seem to work. We have the gunfights, we have the cohesion, we got the trades. Let's just run down this side. And well, that's exactly how they played the offensive side here on the first half. And well, it came off pretty dominant here for their side. Take a look at the highlights off this game. I mean, definitely wasn't a back and forth at all. It was only the second round where we were like, okay, you know, FREESLOT might be able to pull something here on this map of Meltdown, but the rest just came through. It was consecutive rounds here for the side of Elevate.
Congratulations to them. I mean, you love to see it and how they play. They just played out of their minds there in that search and destroy. I mean, more highlights here. It just looked pretty good. I mean, after that one blunder, it could have been a 9-0. Morden. It was their mistake. It was a 4 versus 2, and they pretty much gave it to the side of FREESLOT there. But after that, they just did not look back. I mean, I couldn't find any mistake that Elevate was doing there, and it's just surprising to see FREESLOT. I mean, no, right now they're just the S&D merchants, but now it's looking like they need to look at themselves in the mirror because their chances of getting to top 4, it's still there. You know, if they lose this, they're still at 2-2, but at the same time, SKAERI, Visual Esports, they're on the comeback. They're right behind them, and you know, in the next few days, it might change.
I mean, you tried to decipher and how it went down here on Search and Destroy, why everything went so flawlessly here for their side. I mean, You got the lurks locked down. You got PJ always playing those off lanes, and then the rest of the crew just play it all cohesively. You know, player numbers right, get those 2 dudes pushed up, and well, hands down, PJ off the lurk from the backside, off the shotgun, will be your MVP off this map of Meltdown with 16 eliminations and a KDA of 3.2.
Love to see it from the side of PJ. Congratulations to him. He will be your MVP, like Warden said. Now we're moving on to control here, and I don't think is there a possibility, Warden, that FREESLOT could begin? I mean, there's always going to be a possibility for any team to make a reverse sweep, but
I mean,
up against it. Yep.
The only time that we were able to see FREESLOT put up a fight inside of the series overall, which is coming from the first 2 hard points, or 3 hard points rather, on the map of Summit. Ever since, we haven't been able to see anything whatsoever. I mean, some players have tried to make a play here and there, but unfortunately, it was just never enough. You know, for their side. I mean, take a look at the tally off that game. I mean, for each and every game, well, once again, you need to have someone step it up, especially now here in this raid control. You at least need 2 players here that's just able to run it down, create those space. Well, as I mean, this game mode of control is always going to be a play off the life counts, and we're looking into a map of raid control, which arguably is one of the best maps as well here that LV can offer.
That's true. One of the best maps we can offer, and at the same time for FREESLOT. I mean, if they want to shock the world, they can start here. It could be the beginning of something beautiful if you're the side of FREESLOT. If not, then oh well, you still have 3 more days. That's the only thing we can give them here. You know, if they do lose this matchup, you know, they got to look at the standings and see, okay, what can we do here next? That's the next thing if I would do if FREESLOT, you know, loses this matchup. As we take a look at both teams getting ready for the 3rd game of the series.
I mean, if you're on the side of FREESLOT as well, I mean, granted, you are currently at the number 3 spot of this group stage. Make it to the playoffs, you buy a bit more time, and then pull up. I mean, this is the regional championship that we're talking about. This is the Call of Duty Mobile World Championship 2026 Garena Qualifiers. And, well, you just put yourself on the upper bracket finals. You win that, you book the first ticket. Lower bracket run, you get that as well, and it's the 2nd ticket said and done. And, well, you can lose everything. You know, we draw back to GSI. We draw back to a few tournaments that involve the whole run here for Garena, coming in from Indonesia, Thailand, Taiwan, MSP. And you can lose all of that, but win those 2 particular series, and well, you put yourself on the world stage.
That's true. At the same time, I mean, motivation for Thailand. It hasn't been the only 2 regions that have made it to. I mean, every region has made it except for Taiwan and Thailand in stage 5, so I think that's motivation for them. But here we go, game 3, FREESLOT, Elevate, raid control, Warden.
Yeah, let's get it on. So far, it's going to be a mid-strike here for the side of Elevate, and they do win the bulk of the kills. Well, actually, not just a little bit. It draws back to the side of FREESLOT, but now Elevate coming from the mid push comes off to a B transition, while the rest of the crew here for the side of FREESLOT is stacking it up here from the mid map as well, trying to regain some map control, but the objective is where it's at here for the side of Elevate.
Objective, Sasano and PJ, good. 40 kills there, 25 to 24, so solid again. A little bit of that first set of hills in the Harpa. You see them really, you know, stacking up here, 22 to 23 so far. So that's gonna get shut down. No spawn trap for them, but Elevate up by 2 lives here. Wow.
19 to 23, second progress set and done. S7G off this mid map finds the first. Sasano able to get the trade. The capture will definitely persist to happen here on Bravo. Time extension will definitely be granted as well. So if you're on the side of Elevate, you got 2 minutes to fight for it now, and you want to scramble across the mid map. Take those 2 players out on the kitchen side, gain the map control, and maybe start to capture on Alpha. Regardless, whatever you do, Elevate, I mean, just running down with the gunfights, but FREESLOT definitely not backing down, bro.
They're not backing down. You see them really fighting for it. That's what you want to see. That type of team. But Satech on a 3-kill spree. Trying to push through here. Almost gets Sasano, but Sasano gets that trade. So now we're back to like an S&D here. Maybe, you know, 2 rounds of S&D here, Warden. Oh, things are going to slow down a minute 30. Sasano trying to find a pick here towards the middle. He's going to spot C1 there. And he beautiful crouch shot. 11 to 12 now. Over at that laundry site. Here comes the push from Elevate.
Stack, Halo finds the first. Anoin's gonna be out. S7G looking to get a trade. 1 more bullet to connect with it. Good for it. Now you gotta worry about Kendi and PJ as well, developing a push here on the laundry side. but S7G and Kato is going to be well more than ready for it. You know, he's going to run around. Unfortunately, does get caught off. Now, life count here, depleted apart. Yopi out with a Sparrow as well. They got the spawns on Garden. They flip them off as well there on the launch side. The capture will persist to happen. Whether could it be the objective or the eliminations, it should be the players of Elevate winning this round.
Should be. I mean, last 3 lives remaining. At this point, could give up some lives here. They know they're going to be there. C1. They have to push here. Fortunately, it is not going to be on his end. C1 gets one. Yopi gets another. Last 2 players to go, and just like that, Elevate gets the first round in convincing fashion once more.
Yep, beautifully done here for them. And now, well, control game mode is one of those runs where you can definitely chain it to a second round win as well. You already got 2 offers well ready here for the side of Elevate. That's going to be PJ and Susano. Yoki will be running this round here without his Sparrow, not unless he can free out. He did use his Sparrow at the later part of it first, but now the push comes to shove here on the kitchen side. So far, FREESLOT looking to intend to make a play here on Alpha, but unfortunately for them, they can't get full wave.
Not gonna be able to get that full wave. You see the shots coming through. Satech gets Sasano. That's the first kill for them. 25-25. And look at PJ. He's waiting for the kills here. Kalo gonna be in charge as he's able to turn around, but he's gonna get shut down by 2 players. So the Tempest not gonna be able to get any value just yet. And now FREESLOT, they're gonna be inside. Nice shot by Kendi inside this B point. Kendi gets 2 though. How does he get away with that as well?
Well, a bit of a silver lining here on Bravo at least, but do they know that Peter's going to be coming from the back? The rest of the crew here for a set of Elevate, they're going to extend out here from Spawn Shop, but then ALUla gets dropped. Kalo good for 1, good for 2 out of his equalizer. Do you want to pop the Sparrow? And we'll be able to stop Kalo off the push out, but then again, you have lost a lot of lives here. Someone got to step it up here if you're on the side of FREESLOT. That's
true. Got to step it up now. As we can see, the War Machine out by Kendi. They're applying that pressure. They're trying to go up 2-0 in the control here. 18-10. PJ with another 2-piece. And Elevate running away with this one. The Tetch, he's going to get good for 2 there. But you need to be able to capture it. Just extend that time. And that's what he's trying to do. But Susano says no. 8-50 we go. 7-15. And Susano with the SKS. Such a menace with this weapon.
6 lives remaining. And I win still persisting to go for the capture here on Bravo. Does get taken down by Kendi in the process. No, S7G now trying to play heroic. It's 2 players on his sidelines. Race down, good for 2. The capture will definitely happen now here on Bravo. And it's S7G as well. Creates a space here on Alpha. 2 of his teammates and a win in Satech. Definitely got to win their gunfights, but unfortunately for them, Sparrow is out for Yopi. And all of a sudden, S7G is now going to be all alone in no man's land here on this Alpha control point. 1 player from the back, 2 players from the front side. Able to get the first off this wave. Will get denied off the second as Kenny shuts him down. Elevate here on map point.
Map point for Elevate there. At the same time, even Yopi unfortunately used the Sparrow there, but it doesn't matter if your other 4 teammates are just stepping it up for you. Moving on to the match point round here for Elevate. And they close it out. Will FREESLOT answer back? Kato does have a War Machine. Can he get any value from it?
See about it. Coming over. Shot's going to be thrown away here once again. A lot of efforts being felt here from the side of FREESLOT, but coming over. You got what? A push about to happen here on Bravo. And well, Elevate looking to play this one here by the objective and extend out their time even more. 10 seconds now remaining here before we get a listen in. And well, Elevate, 1 more round to go. Let's have a quick listen in here for their side and hear what they got to say about this map.
Kitchen. Bola. Thank you. Ito pa pillar side, dulo pivot. Money head. Apa ya? Ano ba ako? Apa ako tabi?
Spawn card.
Alas 3.
Kon kasapa.
Para ko.
ไม่ได้พูดตัว
Para lang.
Enemy taking Bravo.
ตีนใหม่ตัวซา
มีขู่
ใน
ไว้
บีอ่ะในบีเจ็บอ่ะ
ตั้งนอนทนายตกเม็ดเดียว
ใต้นอนเลยใต้นอนเจ็บอีกตัวเคโลเจ็บโอ้โหเหี้ย
And just like that, we take a look at the comms there. It was all pretty chill for the side of Elevate. FREESLOT as well. It's calm, cool, collected, but I mean, at this point, you got to have that sense of urgency. But 7-17, I think FREESLOT knows their faith here in this matchup. As Kendi gets another shot there on Kato, and outplaying the sniper. War Machine out as well for him. he's going to be able to get at least none at the moment, but it doesn't matter. 2-15. This is going to be a 3-0 in the control and a 3-0 in the series. Elevate takes it 3-0 against FREESLOT.
Yeah,
It's not over yet.
well, written out on the scripts here, and as projected, and unfortunately, one of the fastest that we have been able to see all across this group stage here from this regional championship here in Garena. It was a 9-1 there on the Meltdown, Search and Destroy, 3-0 here on Control, and it was a pretty nice ending as well here for Set of Elevate here on the map from Summit Hardpoint. Granted, just like what you like to always say, Jericho, just another day in the office here for the Red Rebellion.
Another day, the World Champs from 2024, make it look easy there, and you know, they're just waiting for that playoffs. They know they just need to get some proper seeding here, so they got to win every single match for them. So far, they have been doing that. Congratulations to Elevate here as they take it 3-0.
Well, start of the show here, and definitely the series MVP. Got to beat you to it. It's going to be PJ for sure. I mean, this guy was just slaying it out all across the board. Beat from Hardpoint down to Search and Destroy alongside Control as well. Or it could be Kendi. I mean, Kendi was able to take away that spotlight there on the map to Summit Hardpoint, but PJ nonetheless was staying consistent, but no shades whatsoever coming from the rest of the crew here for Set of Elevate. I mean, when you got PJ and Kendi just able to tag on those eliminations, you don't really get to do much if you are Kalo, Yopi, or Sasano, bro.
Yeah, you got. I mean, if any of these players pop off, there's a. No, they've done the burden. They've done the heavy lifting. All you got to do is just support them and help them get that victory. Look at the highlights here. I mean, Yopi with the Sparrow was pretty huge. He's gotten that twice in a couple of rounds. We'd love to see a now win. Yes, they tried. They really tried. I mean, I saw them side of FREESLOT, but I mean, these things right here, like Kennedy, yes, he's able to get one. You should be able to get the trade there, like immediately.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about like going up against Elevate, especially in the game of Control, you cannot afford to let anyone spree up. Trade has to be 1-for-1. Worst case scenario, 1-for-2. If you let a player get 3 eliminations for his life count off the round, then you definitely have to work on your trades or just your gunfights overall.
That's true. I mean, at that point, teamwork, everything, communication has to be on point, because one life could be like 3 for Elevate. They can pretty much just, you know, turn the tables immediately in a control mode. And not only Elevate, I mean, pretty much top teams, ALUla, Rival Esports, they know how to be able to chain those skills, able to manipulate the spawns. And their MVP, it's going to be Yopi with a 27 eliminations and 2.08 KD.
Yeah, well, we have a widespread of MVPs here all across the board from Set of Elevate. We start things off with Sano taking the spotlight, PJ on the Search and Destroy, and now Yopi here on this game of Control. I wonder who's this year's MVP though. I mean, can't wait to see that in just a little bit. And on the run as well for the most MVP here in this Garena qualifiers, and has just been dominated by the side of Lucas in. But now we draw back as well towards the stat line here off this map control raid. The Tetch alongside SFNG and Anowin as well was definitely fighting back, but where space was created, because that's to get to see as well SFNG, Anowin, and Tetch. I mean, they were definitely on par with like Sasano, Kendi, PJ, even Kalo rather, but you had Yopi slaying it out with 27 eliminations, was able to double it down here for the squad.
Yep, able to double it down, and he was doing pretty much everything for them. 182 impact score. And our first series done and dusted, 165 to 250, probably the most competitive one we saw. And then the S&D, a bit of surprising in my opinion. I think it would have been at least gone to like 9-6, maybe inside of Elevate, but you know, FREESLOT only able to score 1. And then for the control, it was a 3-0, and the series will end in a 3-0 as well.
Yeah, unfortunate here, just another run for the drawing board here for the side of FREESLOT. Unfortunately for the series overall, we're not going to be seeing Combine Hardpoint or the Search and Destroy Tunisia, but now our series winner has come again, as you all know, will be Elevate, and that will sum things up here for our first series for today. We still got 2 more to go, by the way.
2 more to go for the day. And I mean, so far it's already done for this one. I mean, just keep on repeating the same thing. It's really unfortunate to see. I mean, we wanted to see more of a competitive match here for FREESLOT. I mean, they've been playing well. They won their first 2 matches. They lost their 3rd one. They lost their 4th one. Now their safety net has been removed, because now their 4th place is not safe at all, especially if SKAERI will be able to win up against today against Change World, and that's going to be a huge thing. But let's take a look at the series MVP. It's going to be Kendi. 118 eliminations and an average of a 1.1.
And nicely done here for Kendi. I mean, I was kind of expecting PJ, but then again, he was able to basically pick that spot like convincingly well as well in that semi-hard point. If it wasn't for Kendi, space wasn't really created for those SMGs. I mean, just overall the impact as well in regards to his operator. I mean, one of the best War Machine players that we've had here, not just in Garena, but in the entire course of the whole world. But now we take a look at the standings here. Elevate's going to be now somewhat tied up here for the side of ALUla. They got, well, 4 series wins, 12 map wins, but they got 2 map losses in comparison to ALUla with only 1.
There you go. FREESLOT still in 4th place. Like I said, it's still good, but again, VIZUALZ, SKAERI, and Esports are right behind them. And for Elevate now, they are going to be, like you said, 2nd place. So that matchup is going to come down to them facing each other. Who's going to be the #1 seed before we head on to the playoff?
I think that's going to be happening in what, like the last day of this group stage. So, hey,
Yeah,
if you guys don't
on
want to miss
Sunday.
out that type of action, well, you guys should definitely follow us all across our social media here. The broadcast is going to be happening and has been happening in all 3 platforms, coming from TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. So just tune in for everyone. But now we tally it up once again. 3-0 win here for the side of the Red Rebellion. What else can we say, bro?
I mean, that they're the world champs and they're trying to get revenge on Q9. I think that's the main story for them. But, you know, before they get there, they got to clutch up here. I mean, it was a bit of a scary moment when they did lose up against rival Esports in lower bracket final. And we've seen that before from them. We've seen them choke in the 2023 qualifiers. So the story here is just trying to get back into form. And I feel like this is a good time for them to, these last 4 days, to really get back into the Elevate form and then in the playoffs, get in that mindset, you know, win 2 series, you're qualified for stage 5.
I mean, you know, you look at Q9 and Elevate, they're only the 2 teams that was able to go back-to-back on the grand finals. And, well, it's standing persists to happen. I mean, it's 1-for-1 here for both Elevate and Q9. But then again, that's the World Championship that will be happening in, like, months' time for sure. I mean, God forbids, and at the same time, it's pretty unlikely that Elevate won't make it. But then again, you know, they got to worry about a squad of rivals that seems to be more hungry in comparison to how they've been doing it for the last year's run. I mean, safety net is still not there, you know, for a set of Elevate or ALUla rather. I mean, Rivals definitely something in squad that I'm definitely eyeing out for. Unfortunately, though, we're not going to be seeing them play it out for today. But that being said, we're going to be moving over now towards our next series here. So this is the Call of Duty Mobile World Championship 2026 Garena Qualifiers. We'll be moving over towards series number 2 after this break. We'll be right back, guys.
Eliminated.
Well, welcome back to the show here for the Call of Duty Mobile World Championship 2026 Garena Qualifier. So we're heading straight towards our second series here for this first day of the second week of the group stage. It is I, Warden, alongside with me is Jericho, and we'll be the casters here for today. We're moving over to a matchup here between ALUla and VIZUALZ Indonesia here, Jericho, and we see a bit of a fast one here once again, or can we see a bit more fight here from, let's just say, the Davids?
I mean, maybe a bit of a fast one. I mean, it's another Clove versus his former team story. I mean, in whatever part this is, you know, ever since he left, he's been just shining. And for the side of Indonesia, you know, their teams, yes, they've been doing well in their own region, but when you put them here in the world stage or in the Garena Qualifier, they've just been struggling. I mean, yes, you also had Esports, which was the favorites going in, but unfortunately did not make it. And now for the side of VIZUALZ Esports, they're the only representatives left here for their end, and I mean, they're trying to go back. They're trying to get back, and for the past matchups, have not looked great at all.
I mean, we've seen what? The last time that we saw outside of the Philippines that made it to the World Championship goes way back to 2023, where Kagendra and Powerhouse, also known as ALUla Club now, made it to the World Champs. I mean, VIZUALZ Indonesia, I mean, backed up with a pretty awesome org, by the way. I mean, they picked up SKAERI as well. And they seem to be, you know, well supported. They got the foundation already, and it's just all going to come down to the players in the back end crew as well to really provide something here for not just their squad but their region rather. Because come again, bro, I mean, as much as I love the Filipino, I mean, we're Filipinos ourselves, we do want to see a fight here outside of MSP, and it's, you can't even call it MSP nowadays. Actually, me and Callie had a conversation. You don't even call it MSP yet. It's just the Philippines.
I agree, man. I mean, for Indonesia, that was the last straw. I believe, you know, 2023 was that was the best year that they had. Honestly, they finished top 8, same as Powerhouse, top 8 in the World Championship. But after that, the next year, Elevate dominated, Almighty dominated. You know, it was just all on the end of the Philippines, and you know they were just getting imports. And now, look at ALUla. You have 3 Filipinos. They have a Brazilian, which is Lucas, and then they have Indonesian, that's Clove, and then they also have a Brazilian coach. So I mean, this is pretty much like, you know, back in, you know, when LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh came in to form the big three. This is pretty much what's happening right now for the side of ALUla. It's pretty much an all-in move, in my opinion. I think this is pretty much their goal here is championship or bust. You
can't call it Maxi, Embiid, LeBron for the time being. No. Not yet. Not yet. All right. Well, anyways, looking back at the group stage standings, again, you got ALUla Club here at the #1 spot, up against VIZUALZ at number 6 here. So there's definitely a bit of a gap in the disparity between these two squads. And well, I mean, to be honest, I don't think it's going to change anytime soon whatsoever. But if ever they do come out with a win here up against ALUla, that might be providing them a bit more of a silver lining, especially if they want to try to make it to the playoffs. But now we take a look at the map series, maps and modes rather. We start things off here with Takeoff, Hardpoint, Tunisia Search and Destroy, and now it's going to be another run for Raid Control.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you're Elevate, yes, you're hoping for VIZUALZ to win against ALUla, because if you win that, Elevate can definitely get upper hand in the seedings here. But looking at the maps here, I mean, it's gonna be. We know how dominant ALUla is in Takeoff, and I don't know why VIZUALZ would want to go there. And you see here, ALUla is actually in a place that we call in the CDM at the moment. So because they're gonna have their playoff match, a bit of an early boot camp on their end. So new the environment, or maybe they're just trying to fill it out, but a little bit of a sneak peek on what's gonna happen in the CDM playoffs.
Hey, you know, unfamiliar environment, different ping as well. They're a bit further away from the usual or so, but now we take a look at VIZUALZ Esports. It's going to be a totally different nature in regards to how they're going to be playing this environment. They're just back to their homes, just all cozy. I mean, familiar grounds. Would they have an advantage in regards to that type of factor? I probably not, but you know, it could play out. Maybe till then, but it really all just going to come down to the players. But hey, nice to see that all players from the set of VIZUALZ were sharing some smiles and some laugh. Let's just see if they can retain it after the first map.
Let's see if they can retain it on to this next map. Here we go. Second series, first game. ALUla, VIZUALZ Indonesia, Hardpoint Takeoff.
Let's get it on, man. I mean, again, I mean, ALUla highly favored to win this map. I mean, especially in a run of takeoff. I mean, you got Lucas in off at SKS, you got Jai on the AR. And those two players are definitely going to be the key factors and what you got to watch out for here, especially if you're on the side of VIZUALZ Indonesia.
That's true. Now, close on your screen. I mean, that should be communication there. He's already trying to take down your teammate. But ALUla taking over this first hill. Trickster's going to be able to get one there. But the free time on that first hill is just going to the side of ALUla, just milking every second on that P1 where you usually see a lot of smokes and contests.
As it's done here, the Predator flash from now here for the side of Clove. Early freaked out, by the way. Already on a 7 combo run. Still looking to get some more here. Not really a lot of opportunities now here from the left side of the map. Now you take a look at the sub 15 seconds now here. ALUla just getting away. So much time, which is madly impressive as well, by the way, especially in a first hill off takeoff.
First hill takeoff, and like I said, I agree. Very, very impressive. 43. You don't really see that in a first hill, Warden. And a 44-3 now as we hit the rotation back to P2. And now if FDX, one more kill, he's gonna get his Tempest here. He wants to use it. He does get it. Here comes the pop. And that's the good thing about the side of ALUla. They'll be able to get a lot of kills with this one. Okay, a bit of a struggle there, but at least to get one with that Tempest.
First initial time here will be good for the set of ALUla. They do push back the players of VIZUALZ here. 2 on Narnia, 2 here on the front side. The clock's gonna be out here for Lucas then. And well, you know, for a fact, he can definitely get the value out of this as he finds the first already on a 6 combo spree as well. Everybody just streaking it up, and one last elimination for the EMP system. Well activated. Sub 30 remaining here. ALUla is not giving any way whatsoever here for VIZUALZ.
62-7 we go. I mean, this is just tough to see. First 2 hills going to the side of ALUla here. Lucas is still contesting. Gets a free kill there. 17. And he make it 18. Has help from his teammates. 10 seconds to go. Hunter Killer Drone is going to help him out. That should be a free kill for him. 75-7. EMP will be ready for P3. Equalizer out for Clove now. Trying to hit that rotation. He's going to get shut down. But VIZUALZ Indonesia, though, they at least have the setup for P3. But the Predator Missile is going to help them as well. 80-7 in the hardpoint so far.
Yeah, arguably one of the more dominant breakoffs that we haven't been able to see in this map of takeoff. Hardpoint, and that's where you go. 50 seconds to 5-4. First initial seconds and time will be granted here for a set of VIZUALZ, and they are going to be able to stack it up, and that equals going to be on the hands here for a set of Al. Able to get the first, looking to get second, and the third, and the fourth as well. Nice wave here for Al as he gets a full squad wipe here off from his equalizer.
That's good. That's 6 in a row for him now with the equalizer. Can he make it 7? He's looking for it. And now ALUla, they'll have to break it from the front. You see them trying to break it. The Predator Missile is going to be popped. It's going to be good for 1. And ALUla finally contested, but VIZUALZ Indonesia answers back. That's a great operator usage just to get some time off this P3.
Yeah, it all started with Al off the equalizer, and now it's going to be Fran here off the Sparrow as well. Unfortunately, Tricksters and Fran himself drops her operator, and ALUla will be able to find some influence here for the scraps. But now another early rotation here for the side of VIZUALZ. It's going to be Tricksters here on the front foot, and it's going to be out here for FTX. Wasn't really able to get the most value out of the first cycle. Looking like it wants to take the spotlight here on the second, though. Able to get the first pop, and now the spawn definition will be granted here for the side of ALUla in best prime position as well to rack up the time here off the speed 4.
So much smoke in the hill, and that's just beauty of the utility there. Lucas in on top red, looking for more. Nice easy shots for him. That's going to be another one, another assist for him as well. He's going to get shut down from the back, but the time is going to be on the side of ALUla. They're just milking every single second once again, and that's the beauty of the smoke there. Lucas is going to get the worst timing, but with the claw, he does not matter. He gets 1, and he's going to get traded out. Sparrow out for Skirt now. Spots the first, going to get the second, has to back away. 140-43. Skirt takes himself out, but the time still on the side of ALUla.
Bit of a split spawn now here for the set of VIZUALZ coming from this last 15. Fran from the front. Tricksters will get denied as well.
So nice.
Lucas in on the top side. Pops you off the STS. Gets another double off the Predator Missile. Lucas in just slaying it out, and ALUla puts himself in a pretty convincing stand on his podium as we go back to the reset here back to P1.
127-48 we go. Hit the rotation now in VIZUALZ Indonesia. It was a solid P3, but now haven't got at any point so far here. If FDX is going to be able to cut them down one by one. Jai gets a 3K on his own. Lucas is already on 33. Playing time, getting the kills, popping operators. This man is on a mission, and the Hunter Killer Drone knows it.
Bit of a roll there for the Hunter Killer Drone, but now the Predator is good for FDX. able to get a double. Chloe extends out as well here to create more space to rack up the time here off this P1. Quickly gets shut down by Silo though. Now sub 30 remaining once more here. Tempest gonna be out here for FTX. By the way, his third Tempest already. Talk about operator efficiency here for the set of FTX.
Operator has been good for him. 162 to 50. I think this would be done in the next couple of hills here. FTX with another Tempest in hand, just dominating the team of VIZUALZ Indonesia. He's gonna be able to get one more. He's gonna get traded by Me6 about 170 to 52. You hit the rotation to B2. We know what happened in that first set. Lucasen already once more. This man just got so much operator, so much streaks, just to reroll every single one. Lucasen 169 to 53 is about to drop 40.
Oh my god. Spree, combo, spree, claw. He'll have 64 on his chamber. Wrapping around now here. Two players here on the top side. Sal's gonna be walking towards him. He finds the first and the second as well. Non-stop pushing the cavalry arrives with power. Good for Frendo. Able to get a triple, but Jai shuts him down. But the time is still retained by the players of VIZUALZ.
VIZUALZ, I mean, they have the time for now. Trickster's with that War Machine. He's gonna be good for one more. You get it for at least, what, a couple seconds there. Look at the dominating push by the side of ALUla. They'll be able to try to contest it, but now a little bit of hope their space is made for the side of VIZUALZ Indonesia, but look at the kill feed. It's all blue, it's all ALUla, and they push it through, they get the hill.
78, 150-79, 100-point lead here will be granted for the side of ALUla in position towards the P3. Scrap still going to be good here for the side of ALUla. You got FTX as well here, posted up here on back Denny's as well. You got close spawning out here on the bottom Narnia. You got 3 players to worry about. They're coming from the P4 side. Late rotation from the side of VIZUALZ Indonesia, but they can't find a means to win their gunfights. And granted, early start here. I mean, a late early start here off the P3 will be granted here for the side of ALUla, and time will be granted once again.
Will be granted, and now they have finally control of this P3 for now, but the contest comes in though. FTX on the back, trying to spray it down. He's gonna get shut down, but Clove and Jai, they cleared it up, and now trying to extend it and get closer to the finish line. As we can see here, 200-point mark has been reached, but VIZUALZ Indonesia trying to hit from the top and the bottom. Here comes the pinch. Silo good for one, but it doesn't matter as Jai's on a 7th spree. Hops a Predator missile, takes down one more. EMP at the ready. War Machine about to load up.
Well, last 35 here for the side of ALUla to close out this game. Still, hardpoint under custody, under possession. This individual Indonesia just trying to stack it up here from this main side. Finds the first, second, he goes. Lucas pops the claw as well. Still on an overdrive. Just like that, Scrap's gonna be good for him. The Pretty Flash through, still not stopping at all. And now 52. Only 17 more here for the side of ALUla to close out this map of takeoff.
52 for Lucasen, and now 17 seconds, like you said, it's all they need. And pretty much this is already a done deal. 14 seconds to go. I need a miraculous effort here for them to try to win. Another equalizer push for Clove. There's going to be another War Machine out for Jai. And with that being said, I believe that is it for game number 1. The side of ALUla wins it 250 to 83. Game 1 done and dusted. ALUla dominates VIZUALZ Esports.
Yeah, 53 eliminations there for a set of Lucas. Then you get to see the players here as well, just smile and waving. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
I mean, it was competitive in a way. You know, I mean, they're playing a competitive game. They're playing in a league match, in a qualifying match, but I no words to say as we take a look at ALUla winning this. You also saw Palitao there, you know, with the team. So love to see it from them. Now we are about to take a look at the highlight reel of ALUla.
Yeah, I mean, okay, call me on that one. Highlight reel of ALUla. I mean, definitely gonna be a Lucasen x FTX show. I mean, Jai was definitely involved as well. I mean, it doesn't get dominating as much as this if it wasn't for the whole team just operating and just doing exactly what you got to do to win a game out of hardpoint.
Wow. Well, yeah, it is what it is, though. You know, that's the way how this game is, and it just shows the dominating, you know, mechanical raw gun skill of ALUla. The teamwork is there, everything is there. I mean, it just shows in style. And for Indonesia, VIZUALZ, yes, I mean, legendary players on their end. I mean, they've had a lot of accolades, but when it comes to the main stage here, it's just, you know who's going to win.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, for Call of Duty Mobile specifically, you know, kicker's advantage is definitely a big factor. You know, sliding is something you really got to be efficient at as well. I mean, back on your own, you know, side and journey, Jericho, how would you take gunfights, bro?
Yeah, just gotta, you know, swing with confidence, as I would say. You know, just calm, cool, collected. You know what you gotta do, man. But you know, at some point, if it comes down to small details, like, you know, readjustments, the way you use your phone or your controller, you know, the way you aim, the way you jump, it just comes down to their own personal preference at the same time. But you know, sometimes some people are just born different, built different, and that's what Lucas in on all the other players from ALUla. They know that they're all built different. Same with Elevated Rival as well.
Yeah, that, I mean, the fundamentals, mechanical gunfights, raw skills, no other than Lucas in himself. 53 eliminations and a KDA of 4.08 in a game mode of hardpoint. You can't get better than that. I mean, it sounds up to like what? It was 5th MVP count here for the group stage already.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, congratulations, 53 and a 4. Yeah. I only get those numbers in public matches. You know, we play Nuketown 24/7, but like in a competitive scene, probably I don't even get that. Like maybe once in a blue moon, like, but not in a tournament setting. But this is just unbelievable by Lucas. And I mean, 53 and 13. Yeah, that's a number you see in pub games.
Hey man, I can get a KD of 100, you know, if I play ship in 1944 with a VTOL.
I would too as well. I mean, no disrespect to the other players. I mean, obviously ALUla is just on a different level. They are on a different path. They know what's at stake.
At the same time as well, I mean, let's paint out the obvious here. One of the more privileged squads as well. I mean, it's a sandbox for them. Pick up Lucas in the process. You got FTX, one of the best snipers that we haven't been able to see in this competition. Jai, uprising player from this early season, got picked up by ALUla, Stalwart Esports. And then moving over, you know, you got Clove, the best Indonesian as well, one of the best, if not the best shotgun that was prominently around coming from the early years of Call of Duty Mobile. So, well, I mean, that's the force you gotta fight off rather in the series here if you're on the side of VIZUALZ. But now, I was gonna say this could be a silver lining here for the side of Visual Esports, but then again, you are looking at a map in Tunisia, which prominently and unideally where you don't want to be in, especially up against their squad.
Yep, that's true. I mean, I think ALUla is just gonna do what Elevate did. You know, run around. I mean, not run around, but like just run in basic plays and just get the job done. Get as much rounds as they want on the offensive side. So it's gonna be could be a fast one as well. I mean, maybe VIZUALZ has some rounds up their sleeve. You know, maybe Tricksters has that snipe battle once again, or Fran gets some kills with the SKS. But I mean, overall, I mean, this should be ALUla's victory as well.
Yep, definitely. I mean, it's just a matter of questioning as well. How long can the players of Visual Esports prolong this fight? It really all boils down to that. No question to ask whether can ALUla actually take this map away. I mean, Visual Esports on paper, it does seem like their best game was Search and Destroy, but would it really differ from how it went on in the hardpoint game? I don't really think so. I mean, you have an ALUla squad that is looking to try to close out the night as quickly as possible here for their side. I mean, they are at a LAN setting here for CDM already. They're at the venue and they're on the stage for a particular reason, as to they got a bit more things to prepare for right after the series.
That's true. I mean, at this day, I mean, you really just gotta, you know, just try to calm down. If you're Visual Esports, take a look at yourself in the mirror and be like, why are we here? You're here because you want to be able to get to stage 5, and that's the mindset that they got to get into this, because they are fighting for their slot, because they're currently tied at 5th. And if they win this, or if they try to get, you know, some map wins, that's gonna help them their cause to get to that top 4.
Definitely. I mean, you know, for the set of ALUla and Elevate, it was a clear pavement leading up to this year's run. Then all of a sudden, you got to see rivals. I mean, aka TSM, back then got picked up in Oregon. Well, you know, organizations And when you have a nice backer supporting you, you're definitely going to step it up. And well, Rivals is still looking to take the bounty off from either ALUla or Elevate for this year's run, or it could be the other way around. Well, I mean, we'll definitely see about it. But ladies and gentlemen, once again, if you guys are tuning in, this is the Call of Duty Mobile World Championship 2026 Garena Qualifiers. We're at the group stage, looking to cut down the competition to half. 4 makes it to the playoffs, and only 2 at the end of this run, at the 30th of this month, will be your representatives for the Call of Duty Mobile World Championship at Mexico.
That's true. Hopefully, we'll see. I mean, we are definitely going to see two teams from the side of the MSPN. And look at, I mean, VIZUALZ, they're all just, you know, like, hey, you know what? Let's try our best. And I like it. You know, the vibes are high, the vibes are good. So let's see if they can be able to try to tie it up at least a 1-2-1 here in the Search and Destroy ward.
It's definitely a bit more like an unfortunate thing here for the set of Fran. I mean, that's why you kind of have this poker face type vibes here from their side. I mean, he did have the run with Soul on last year's run as well. And well, fortunate enough, he was able to play the World Championship, but they had to merge with Godlike. They weren't able to play their full roster. And so it comes true. And now, looking like we are going to be starting off the game now here on Search and Destroy. Tunisia, we go. Do we see a quick one or a fast one? Regardless, let's just buckle it up and enjoy the show, as now we are inside of the map.
Here we go. Game number 2. VIZUALZ, ALUla, Search and Destroy in Tunisia. The setup at the side of VIZUALZ Indonesia. Fran, it's not going to be looking at anything as Jai gets that kill on him. It's going to be a full rush on B. Number 5, though. Tricksters, he's ready to spray it down. Trying to break it down, but it doesn't matter. He's going to be sent to the next round. It's a 5 versus 3 now.
Double stack here on the CT side. Oh my god. Skirted FBX just running it down, and all of a sudden, blink of an eye, I'll just hear aloof and confused on the mid map. Skirt shuts him down. That's going to be ALUla here, just running it down like a walk in the park. Running and walking the park. I don't exactly know what I'm saying, but regardless, it's ALUla winning the first round.
ALUla winning the first round, and as expected, it'll be good for them.
Frag out.
Here we go. This round coming through. ALUla did not get the bomb here. They're trying to get it, and that's the first kill for Jai. Fran just gets FDX, but the damage has been done. It's a 4 versus 3. Man advantage goes to the side of ALUla once again. But Zen, I like this. Get there as fast as you can, looking for one more, but I feel like Luke is in. I'll just get one. I'll almost get the second, but Jai gets the trade there. Now Lucas finally gets the bomb. Me6 is going to be playing in that corner. He is going to be trying to get one. It will not matter. It's all up to Zen in a 1 versus 3.
Ooh. And then what can you find? Skirt checks out, takes the double chow. Lucas in, and Skirt shuts him away. ALUla already taking 2 rounds already. And you kind of get to feel the nature here, man. I mean, they're just looking to run this one down, not really think too systematically, and just play by cohesion, as they know. I mean, they have one of the best decorated teams there is, especially when it comes to gunfights. So they don't really gotta do too much. But now they send out another wave here on this mid map, but they do back away. A lot of nades and concussions out there, but they do take the reach out as Lucas in phase into the wave, finds the first structure. It's gonna be out. And look at the march here from the set of ALUla. You got Clove, FBX will get shut down, but all of a sudden the trace comes through, and the ball collides upon the place of ALUla, leaving Me6 now here in a 1v3 situation.
1v3 situation. E6, what you got? Lucas's trying to gotta get the bomb down. E6, hey, pick up a gun, get information, gotta clutch it up. Here we go.
And as they should. Me6. What's up, guys? Skirt sees him already. It takes him to 5. No chances whatsoever here for Me6, and just like that, baby. 3-0 now. I mean, it's just the players of, let's just say, ALUla speed running this map in Tunisia.
They are speed running.
Grenade out.
3-0 so far. And they outdo what Elevate did. And they get the 9-0, or will we see a 9-1? Here comes the rush once more towards the bottom of B. Trickster's playing that bush. I think he's gonna get pre-fired right here. That should be the question. Oh, he's able to get one. Can he get the second? Yes. No, never mind. Skird. able to get that kill. That should have been a double kill for Tricksters there, but now we're back to a 4 versus 4. Ow, missing all the shots here. Stays alive though, has help from Zen. And there you go. 2-2 versus 3.
Yeah, just unfortunate. Now here for the side of ALUla. Then again, Lucas and Njai, these are your marksmen. And they do have the side here for themselves. So it's going to be a 2v3 retake with the numbers here. Well better for the side of VIZUALZ Indonesia. Not the healthiest though, but then again, this is one of the more doable routes here for them to be able to take away from the side of ALUla. And they're looking to double it down here towards the back. They're going to send out 3 players here to wrap around Winery alongside main side. And not going to look good here for the side of ALUla. I don't think they're going to be able to pull this one off.
Here we go. Take a look at it.
Last man standing.
All gets Jai. It's all up to Lucas, and Lucas has to go for it. He gets none there. Beautiful pinch. And now VIZUALZ Esports finally with their first round after, you know, it was such a hard fought round. I think every round has to go that way if you're on the side of VIZUALZ Esports.
Yeah, nicely done here for them. Now we go for the next one. We're going to be opening up. And well, as we get to see here, VIZUALZ Indonesia is going to be on the trail here for 2 rounds itself. But now, ladies and gentlemen, as we join here for this round itself, we're going to be dialing into a listening here for both VIZUALZ Indonesia and ALUla. Here we go.
That's the under. One under. Shotgun. I went back. Under top. You wanna chop? Hey, chop, guys. You guys do.
1 HP. Top right. One tower also, tower. Tower.
Guys, starting now. Left side, right.
Hard left.
Ada merah satu. Merah. Oh, dari merah.
To you now. Finish the mission.
Ada tuh kiri.
Spotted.
Mampus aja.
Nice work. Get ready for the next round.
Bilang terus bilang
lagi. Itu kokang bomnya ya di depan.
Objective. They have
Hey, I mean, I like the smiles and the laughter here for that VIZUALZ Indonesia. I mean, just, well, definitely calm, cool, and collected, as you'd like them to be. Now, round number 6 now going to be opening up here, and it's going to be ALUla here, stacking up 5 players here directly towards Bravo.
Towards Bravo, here we go. Fran gets one on Jai. It's a 4 versus 5. Lucas gets Tricksters. Now, Al with a shot. He's going to be able to get one, but the trade by Clove immediately there. Trying to push through here is Clove. Clove spots out player. He's going to get one more. Fran gets a trade 2 versus 2 now. SKAERI pushes up. He gets Fran. It's all up to number 2 and Zen in a 1 versus 2. He's going to get spotted and he's going to get shut down. ALUla 4-2.
Yep. Attention once again here, able to retain back the double round lead. Just how it should be here for the set of ALUla. You got a cameraman just see the players of ALUla here on their venue data. Now, gonna be the same approach here. Another B-side push. Nate's gonna be flying on by. Trickster's gonna be posted up there with his PKM. Gonna be slaying through, spraying through. And if I need realistic question, not really too much though, but the players are still going to be consistently pushing through now here on Bravo. As FTX taking the fight, and moves for Clove here on the bottom side. Tricksters finds square no on the process, but now you got to worry about FTX just running it down, gun hoeing here from the top, and now just like that, Fran and Zen here in 2v4.
The bomb has been planted.
Or now bomb is down as well. You are in a world of trouble here. You're the side of VIZUALZ. You need to be able to make some hero plays here, but the contest is going to come through from FDX, shuts him down. All to Zen once more, as Jai will be able to spot them in FTX as well. Good for 1, but it doesn't matter. The trade is there. 5-2. One more round before he switch sides.
Ready up.
Only loud. Well, 4 more as well here to close out this map. Definitely we get to see the players of ALUla just looking to lead its way through. I mean, on paper, Fran and Trickster's definitely not doing too shabby in regards to putting himself here on a nice run. Now Cloves here finds the entry, takes away Fran. Let's get taken down by Al, but FTX good for the trade here as quickly. It's just like that. Another post up here from the top side from the players of VIZUALZ Indonesia with player 2 as well. Zen getting taken down by FTX off the shotgun, and it's going to be Scourge here sliding through the double. ALUla extends the lead by 4.
Ready up.
Wow. Not 9-0, not 9-1, but could be 9-2 as he are looking here.
Defend the objective.
Right up here now for the swap of sides, as ALUla will be on the defensive side, and the side of VIZUALZ on the offense. You see the push though, they are pushing it through. Jai with one. There's another player that's going to be one hit at the top. That's going to be another player, Trickster now. He's going to pop out and able to get one, get two, but it doesn't matter. FTX from the back. 2 versus 2. Bomb is down in its base. And now Zen has to try to back up and pick it up here. But this is looking like it could be a winnable round for the side of VIZUALZ Indonesia. Gotta take your time here.
They have the bomb.
A bit of a slow one here, but FTX able to cripple through. That's gonna be right around as well. They're one out, and the read's gonna be good for FTX, but unfortunately the timing is just off. And now Zen finds Skirt walking towards him, able to get the pump down. Now it's gonna be the Elongo, Filipino, FTX alone in this 1v2. And look at where Al is at. Perfect positioning, able to slip by, but FTX gets the read, but no, it doesn't matter for Al. Al makes the play. Drops only 3 now here for the set of VIZUALZ.
RNG working out for him, and now finally some sort of life here for the side of VIZUALZ Indonesia. They'll be able to get that. Here we go. Sean coming through. There's ALUla once again just stunning that, and you know, pretty much destroying that player there and letting him back up here, but Jai has to get the kill here, has to back away. He's in a pretty tough spot here. He gets one, spots another one on his left. That's 3 down already, but what a chow. But Lucas is there. Now it's a 1 versus 3. It's off to Zen.
Hasn't been able to find himself on the spotlight. If you want to prove yourself here, might start now or never mind. Look at Zen, it's just like, hey, you know what, Warden? Let's move on to the next round.
Move on to the next round, and we go. Here we go.
Defend the objectives.
Wow. Well, that was... I like how you hyped the player. And it was good. Unfortunately, you know, it just came at the end of his life there. Now we do see them backing up here. VIZUALZ Indonesia just... They're not even challenging mid anymore. Oh, gonna get one. Beautiful. It's shoulder there. Now Al, he's gonna get stuck here on the second floor. Has to back away. But the beautiful God nade by FDX. Mi6 gets skirted. We're back to a 4 versus 3.
Aggression from the side of ALUla. Jai finds Mi6 away. FTX takes away Fran. Lucas takes away Tricksters. And all of a sudden, snap your fingers. It is going to be match point now here for the players of ALUla.
Match point for them. 8-3 we go. ALUla trying to end it here.
Watch out.
On this next round, nades are flying through, smokes are out. And oh no, they're gonna do it. They're gonna push into here. FJ is gonna get shut down. Clove with the push on Tricksters. Al gets a trade. Lucas gets a trade. Zen, he's gonna get one as well. Zen, he almost gets a second. It's a 2 versus 2 now with bomb down in the worst spot ever. Jai knows there's a player there. Trying to buy some time here. There's gonna be a flashbang there for him. Stun as well. Here comes the push by Fran and Trix and Mi6. Anything. Players, they have covered the X's. And Jai's gonna get one. Last player alive, it's gonna be Mi6. What can you find?
Hopes in.
You can find something. Okay, you found it. That's one. Jai versus Mi6. Do we extend the S&D or do we go? Oh, wait, there's a nade. Okay. Here comes Jai. Here comes the snipe. There you go. Jai shuts it down. 9-3. ALUla takes it 2-0 in the series. One more before they get. You see Skirt stretching it out there. I mean, sorry, FDX stretching it out. And you love it. You love to see it from them. One more game and they can close it out 3-0. Take a look. ALUla wins the S&D.
Yeah, nicely done here for the side of ALUla. Once again, it was just like a run where we kind of highly anticipated come through, just like how it was right now. And out of respect here for the side of VIZUALZ Indonesia, I mean, They were trying to stay on morale, but ALUla, on the contrary, wasn't really doing too much efforts to get through this round. I mean, they were just running it all through. Played their gunfights right. I mean, some opportunities came around there for the side of VIZUALZ Indonesia, but at the bulk of it, at the end of it, final adjustments was just so much more better for the players of ALUla.
So much better. You are right, man. Just love to see it on their end. I mean, Tricks, they did get some rounds under their belt, but after that, just could not like follow through. Like, you know, if you take a round, you gotta win at least like 2 in a row, 3 in a row, get that momentum, stop the momentum of the other team, stop the bleeding. But I mean, this was solid for them, but just could not find anything at all. I mean, after that, just the raw mechanical gun skill on their end was just too good.
Yeah, I mean, that's the picture that, you know, the players of the squad of ALUla has been trying to paint out. You know, a sheer gunfight, absolute dominance, and well, they were able to fulfill what their duties were, and now they're going to move on to whatever they got up next, especially after it's rate control. You know, and it's kind of crazy as well that we're pretty much done, like, what, halfway through the broadcast. These games has been flying by so quickly, Jericho.
That's true. I mean, it's just going all out, and Lucasson is going to be your MVP. 12 and 3, 12 eliminations, 3 KDA. Lucasson is your MVP for this game. And moving forward now to the control here in Raid. Similar story to what we saw with Elevate as well as FREESLOT. I think that might just be another fast one.
Yeah, truly, man. I mean, guys, woo. Lucasson, what can you say? How do you stop this guy? I mean, hey, Jericho, you guys were, you know, you guys went against them 2022. How would you stop Lucasson, bro?
Well, back in the day, we didn't know that we wanted to use a lot of smokes. Elevate obviously popularized that one, but I think that was the plan. You know, just smoke him out and, you know, try not to look for him. But in other cases, he's the one looking for you. So, you know, you got to really work as a team. You know, you got to get your kills on the other teammates, not on Lucasson, in my opinion. I'm not sure if that's the best strategy, but just trying to, if you put me on the spot, that would be the play. You know, if you see Lucasson, you know, you got to call your teammate, hey man, I need a double challenge here. Like, you know, but if somehow Lucasson gets 3 of you challenging, and then that's just something else. But, you know, enough of that. Let's move on to raid control. I mean, could be another 3-0 award.
Definitely. I mean, I gotta agree with you on that note as well. I mean, but the thing is, just like, you get through Lucasson. Definitely, Lucasson has just always been so consistent in regards to being the point man. You know, the first layer of defense, or it could be the total opposite. You get through Lucasson, you gotta go through Clove, you gotta go through FTX, you gotta go through the whole squad of ALUla. And this still layering is just so good for the squad. But now, ladies and gentlemen, looking like we're gonna be loading inside of this game once again. And now it's gonna be raid control. This might be and most likely will be the last and final map here for the series, not unless the players of VIZUALZ Indonesia step it up.
Here we go. First round for control. See the smokes fly through, 2 go down. And just like that, Me6 will get Jai though, but the spawn trap could be official, and it is starting there as Globe almost gets 1 player. It has to back away now. Both have 28 apiece, and they're trying to inch their way towards A and get this capture. And I like this from ALUla. They're trying to go for it. Jai gets that kill. 1 player to beat over at that court side, and A would be captured.
Rolling it down here. Friend,
there you go.
Get taken away.
What do you need?
ALUla now here, finding some cohesion now here on his alpha. And the sniper is going to be good as well. Same goes for a Clove. And they're not playing dearly 40 objective whatsoever. They just want to slay it out. But fortunately enough, though, for VIZUALZ Indonesia, they are able to find a bit of a lifeline. And we'll be able to create a bit more distance here up against ALUla.
That's true. ALUla now on the downside of the time here. Needs to try to go for this B push. The skirt. He is not going to be able to get that kill. Me6 gets away with his life. But Clove there gets that trade. Al over at P5 will get shut down as well. And they just clear it out. 1 more player to beat over at that B side. That's going to be Fran. That's 4 in a row for Clove. Can he make it more? He's going to get stunned though, but the capture begins over at B.
Running it over 17-20 now. 14 seconds left on the clock. If you're on the side of ALUla, yes, skills is definitely satisfying, but you need some time for yourself. You want to rack it up. And finally, you need to put some efforts now here on Bravo, so this last tick of progress wouldn't be a problem whatsoever. So they got another minute to play for here for the set of ALUla, and you got 14 lives to reap away for this side. On the contrary, Indonesia, VIZUALZ here, posted up for the spawn trap. The question is, though, can their teammates be able to find eliminations? And the answer is yes, and now the spawn trap's on here for VIZUALZ.
They're on for VIZUALZ. Lucas gets a trade on Me6, gets another one, and he spot another one. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, man. Like, you can't chow one by one there. Lucas in with the Predator missile looking for someone, and he's gonna find nobody.
Yeah. Well, 9-11 we go. Going back now here inside of this game. A bit of a close round here. ALUla has been able to one-up them, but now all of a sudden the equalizer comes through here for Clove. Ends out. One player there on Money Room. It's gonna be Me6 there. Walks on by, able to get the first and the second as well. Zen's gonna try to run away, but Trickster's with a shot off the Locust will put him down. And now the life count here is gonna be 6-6, all equal once again.
FDX gets one.
Friendly
Spots another one over at that tree, but the sniper Tricksters is gonna be there. Zen now with a 10 best hit. Could be the one that can make the play. Spots one. Gets that kill on him. Jai, he's gonna get that snipe as well. And Lucas gets him, and so it's gonna be 1 versus 3. Me6. He's gonna get shut down by Lucas and ALUla gets a close one. And that's gonna be the first round. 1-0 so far in this patrol.
Too close for comfort there for the set of ALUla. Not exactly too fairly dominant coming from like the last 2 games that we were able to see, but now first round said and done. Both war machines here quite activated here for the side of Indonesia, VIZUALZ and ALUla, but it's gonna be Jai and Skirt finding the first initial 3 kills off the break off.
Off the break off, and now Lucas in with the Annihilator. Oh, missed that first shot. It's the second one. Knows there's gonna be another player more, and he's hunting them down with this Annihilator. Clove's gonna clear that out. The second floor would be there. He was there, but Me6 was a bit faster with that snipe. The spot Clove as well. The spear, though, will trade him out. 22-25. Now for the side of VIZUALZ Indonesia, they're gonna start capturing B.
We got 2 players here locked and loaded as well. You got Dry here posted up here on top laundries. Fran extends out. Skirt on the contrary, looking to find a means to go for the push out there on the bedroom side. But now Fran whips out the Annihilator, finds F. No, never mind. Unfortunate scene there for the side of Fran. Will get taken away. He drops his Annihilator. And now ALUla gets the call as well. It's going to be a push out here on Bravo here for the side of Indonesia.
Beautiful. FDX clears it out. Spots another player, but Zen will be there, and I believe B will be captured here as Me6 is going to try to spawn trap with his claw here. He's going to be able to get one. He's going to get stunned now and pushed to number 5, though. You see Jai trying to get that kill, and now VIZUALZ Indonesia, they somewhat have the lead here in the life department.
Oh, crit. Nicely done here for them. You got another operator to work with as well. It's going to be Al here whipping out the equalizer, spraying down. But Lucas in. Oh my god. Option through, but till then, the life count's still going to be immaculate here for the side of VIZUALZ Indonesia. This should be their round. Not unless ALUla will be able to endure the next 2 waves.
It should be their round, Warden. But Skirt has a Sparrow in his back pocket if he wants to use it. Lucas in. He's going to challenge that player. Backs away. Clove's going to be right below him. Clove, he's going to get some information there. He knows there's going to be players. And he is just trying to patiently waiting here. Now it turns to a search and destroy. Jai gets one on the side. Me6 gets Clove. Zen gets Jai. Now we're down to a 10-5 we go. Skirt with the death machine. He'll be able to get one. Number 2 FDX, he's ready for that, but he's going to lose that fight. Now you have the advantage here for now. 9-4 we go. 55 seconds left. Skirt has to back away. Clove's going to be able to get one. Now it's going to be 8 versus 4. It's all up to Lucas in. And this should be a round for VIZUALZ Indonesia unless...
No way.
Unless he's gonna get stunned.
Nope.
He has to back away. All right, calm down. He knows there's enemies there. He just has to. Oh, I don't like this. He's gonna get one more.
Way.
All right.
No way.
What is happening? He's gonna get. No, he's gonna get chased, my friend. Oh my god. If he got away there, Warden. If he got away, that was a clutch.
I think what he was trying to do was push out their bedroom side, build up the Annihilator, and that could have been it. But hey,
I mean, the hunter kill would have gotten the guy off spawn, and he would have known where's the last 2.
Yeah.
But anyways, back. I mean, this was Indonesia. Hey, they finally get their first round, but it wasn't even a convincing round. But here comes Lucas Indoor. Gonna get 2 more. But before that, let's take a listen to both of these teams. Let's take a listen to their comps.
Okay. I'm back down.
Ya satu ya. Gue.
Young.
Ya masih ya, kemana deh. Ada satu,
Be advised.
Waduh,
Hostile predator
ketahuan ya
missile
katanya.
inbound.
Basket satu ya guys. Mani satu. Kitchen one more kitchen. I'm going to their base. Kitchen low, power. Going kitchen. Gonna find him.
Money.
Tied for the lead.
Mani sa kitchen. Kaya main spawn. Yeah, they have main spawn. I got main.
There you have it. All collected for both of these teams. Sense of urgency for ALUla, but for VIZUALZ Indonesia, it's chilling here. They have Fran with the Annihilator. He knows there's a player on his left side. Spot him. He gets scared. Spots Clove as well. There you go. That's how you want to use that Annihilator. 19 to 18 we go. 25 seconds left though. Sky, he's gonna be the next victim here. But no, there's gonna be help from his teammates, and now ALUla is gonna be able to try to capture A, and that's gonna give us an extension on this round number 3.
I gotta say though, VIZUALZ Indonesia just so good at keeping it up close here up against ALUla in this game mode of control. From the first round, it was down to the wire. Second as well. Now you get to see just a bit more of a lead here for the set of ALUla, just by 1 though. But in the process, time extension will be granted here now for them. No, only 1 more flag to go for, and now you got a lot of options here. Go for the striker on the mid map, but that's exactly where VIZUALZ Indonesia is going to be posted up. And player 5, Pictures looking to wrap around, wants to take up a fight up against 3 players of ALUla. In the process, Al takes up the pinch. Now it's going to come down to a 1v1 up this way, but Jai shuts him away. 11 for 11 here, make a wish here.
I am making a wish that I think ALUla might be able to take this one, but Jai, with that shot, it doesn't matter. Teammates there to clean him up. Always a difficult kill if the player's not looking at you. Like I said, if you're looking at the player, look at that kill. 8 to 10 we go. Final 45 seconds left here. As you see the players of ALUla trying to push through, but the claw by Mi6 is going to be able to shut down 1. Jai's War Machine is going to be out and about. Out gets a 2-piece there. Now we're back to 7-7. It's not a sale yet, but there you go. Warden's favorite number.
Al's gonna be on the prowl here with an equalizer. Extends out there on the spawn side. Why would you go for a spawn trap? And there's only 7 lives remaining though. Yourself around the vicinity and you get shut down by Jai. Yeah, you gotta pay the price. And all of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, it's now Tricksters here all alone as 1v7. 5 players for ALUla, complete set, looking healthy. 2 on the reserve as well, and from the back, Jai.
Taking the lead.
Away with an SKS. No, it's gonna be Lucas and rather.
Ready up.
Best point advantage now here for the ALUla. 1 more round here to close out the series.
Map point for ALUla. Like you said, 1 more to close out the series and end series number 2. War Machine out for Tricksters. Looking for something, but the trophies are going to be able to defend it. Clove Mi6 gets trades here on the first kill, but here comes the Death Machine by SKAERI.
Yeah, 2 operators. FDX on the Tempest as well. Extends out there on his outer lane. It's gets shut down by Zendo, but SKAERI able to get the trade. Close good for 2 as well with an equalizer. Spawn trap well ready here for the set of ALUla. Can they close it out here, right now?
I think that would be the answer. EMP is out. Zen's going to be able to take down 1 with its Tempest. 21 to 24. Air Missile is going to spot players. He's going to be able to get Mi6 out of there. 55 seconds left here, and I mean, time's not going to be looking good for the side of VIZUALZ Indonesia. They need to be able to capitalize this with the Tempest. He's good for another one, but FDX trades him out.
Has to go up by 5 lives. ALUla stacking it up here on the pool side here for VIZUALZ Indonesia, but FDX will get taken down. Close getting right around as well here for the trade. Shuts him away, and they push back the full wave of pushes here coming from the side of VIZUALZ Indonesia. 13 to 19. This might just be the end.
13 to 18, 25 seconds left here. ALUla now. FDX, he's just going to be on that P5. Pushes out here. Another free kills for them, just getting free kills over and over again. Rechal and Al, just 3 kills in a row for FDX. Last 9 remaining as Lucas brings out the Annihilator. Gonna spot 1 more against Mi6, gets the second one, gets the third. All right, man. The highlight reel.
We're running out of lives.
You get the 4th one, looking for Fran. He's gonna get stunned, but the Rechal should be there any moment now.
3 life remaining. It doesn't matter even more. Lucas in, pops the Predator missile, spots the last player down on the bedroom side. They go for the push out, and Jai shuts him down. The dagger comes through, and just like that, it's going to be ALUla coming off with a clean slate here on this series.
3-2-1 in the control, 3-0 in the series. ALUla, they get the job done, and they keep their first place in pristine condition.
Woo. Well, this I wouldn't like to say this, but just like another side quest here for the set of ALUla. Now they're gonna move on to their run here for CDI. I mean, there's a particular reason why they're probably playing on a stage already. Probably preparing something. But now they go. Once again, they will be able to win this one down, coming from hard point, search, and control. We're not going to be seeing the long distance whatsoever. It's like somewhat of a replica of what went down in the first series.
I mean, Lucas didn't happen. ALUla happened. SKAERI happened. Jai, FDX, Clove, everybody happened. Everybody played the part. Yes, they lost one round, but it doesn't matter at that point, because they were actually just dominating every single game mode other than that. You know, yes, you won a round, but it wasn't even a round where you're like, yes, guys, let's get the momentum. You just got sucked right back into the side of ALUla.
Yeah, and it's just like, it didn't even feel like that ALUla was taking things down, you know, trying to set up some pushes whatsoever. I mean, they all displayed by cohesion by any means, and well, their operator value was something that was pretty, let's just say, well-defined off the series. But again, first round said and done, then all of a sudden we saw a bit of a bounce back from the set of visuals, and then you're coming from the second as well, and it kind of seemed to be a bit of a silver lining in some way. But all of a sudden, ALUla, as you did say, you know, they were just able to recuperate from the third and the fourth to close things out.
Yeah. Solid one coming through in their end. Let's now see. I mean, at this point, the standings, you know, like I said, like we both said, this, I mean, ALUla and Elevate's going to be only 1 and 2 here. It'll be a battle for that one. Let's take a look at the highlights here, and ALUla is looking deadly every day. By the day, actually, Warden. And I know they struggled a bit in the CDM, but they hit the right stride at the right moment, and especially now, their playoffs coming through with the World Championship qualifiers coming through. I think they really need to win the World Championship. I think that's the ultimate goal for them, for any team, pretty much.
I mean, they're definitely on prime position as well, and well, the next following matches that we're going to be having, I mean, they're going to be having rather here for set of ALUla, especially in CDM, can definitely kind of gauge in regards to what they need in regards to the preparation for the World Championship. I mean, they're tied up with OUG and Wolves right now for the playoffs, and I mean, those are your top 3 teams on that side of the tournament, or on that side of the region rather. So yeah, I mean, on the Garena side of things though, I mean, they were able to put themselves on the grand finals coming in from the last 2 Garena Masters. Same goes as well for GSI. They were able to win 1 of the Garena Masters, coming from what they got initially offered for this year's run already. But hey, going back inside of this run here for the Garena qualifiers and this second series, day 1 of week 2, it's gonna be Lucas in, your MVP for all 3 freaking game modes.
Wow. Congratulations to Lucasen, just stacking up the MVPs in the qualifiers. I mean, that's going to be a stat. That's going to be like a fun fact, deep pull down the line, you know, maybe 15 years from now, when we do some, you know, some looking back at Call of Duty Mobile.
Yeah. I mean, Lucasen, Everson, this guy Everson, like, you know, the first World Championship that we were able to have on LAN, leading up after the initial World Champ splits, coming from, you know, the Western and the Eastern splits. Everybody had their eyes on Lucasen. You know, I remember having a conversation with Cisco. You know, I was asking people back then. I didn't know comp too much back then. I was like, who do you watch out for? And prominently one name came up, Lucasen on the SKS. It's one hell of a demon that you got to worry about. And well, when in the season's meta as well, the SKS is back on track. Marksman is allowed to be put up, and well, guess what? He is able to maximize the potential out of it. We saw the stat line. We don't need to mention it anymore. We draw things back here towards our maps and modes. It was a 252-83 run on takeoff hard point, 3-0 on Tunisia, and 1-for-3 on the raid control.
Wow. Yeah, I mean,
3-0
3-0.
Indonesia?
that's a 9-3. Pretty sure it's a 9-3. I guess the graphics also were like, you know what, this game's done. Let's put it in 3-0 there. It's a 3-0. You're not wrong with that one, but again, I mean, dominating fashion. I mean, hardpoint, perfect from start to finish. S&D, yeah, they lost a bit of rounds, but they were winning like 3-4 before they lost one round, so it didn't really matter. Rate control, that was one round that Visual Esports fought back, but after that, that was it. Take a look at the series score, or series winner. ALUla once again, you see them on your screen. And we are now going to finally see our series MVP, which is probably going to be, I'm guessing it's going to be Lucas. I don't know. He hasn't been, you know, Lucas he's a new player in the community. He's a new player. You know, he's just a rookie, you know, coming out of the trenches. He's just really trying to like prove himself, get into the battlefield. Got picked up by ALUla. So, you know, he's an unknown player, but maybe he's the MVP.
I think so. I mean, pretty unlikely, but then again, I want him to prove me wrong. But let's see it though.
Oh, wow.
It will be him. 92 eliminations. He had 2.88, man. This guy's insane.
This guy's the man. I mean, hey, he's a rookie. All jokes aside, I mean, this is Lucas. I mean, this man, he lives and breathes being an MVP, and he wants to lead his team to a championship, which they've already done in Garena Masters. The next step is the world stage, even the CDM as well. But congratulations to them. Once again, take a look at the scores, and there you go, the right one. 250 to 83, 3 to 9, 1 to 3. ALUla takes it all 3-0.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, for inside of Lucas, we will never have a conversation who's the greatest Call of mobile player of all time. And it could rightfully be Lucas but the only thing that's stopping him is not having a ring. That's it. Win this World Championship and fail, I feel like in some way this will be one of the hottest World Championship players. But then again, we do say that every single time. I mean, progressively all across the last few years, games has gotten so much better. Press is evolving. You know, last year's run, it was what? Elevate, stack, hard point, and all of a sudden you put in more dimension into it. And now this season's run looking to be so much more different. But now we tally it up here for our group stage standings, at least for this run here. And well, you got ALUla here extending the series win by 5, 13 map wins, and well, still only 1 map loss.
Yep, that's true. And like what we said, they're back on the #1 slot here. Elevate's going to be 2nd, Rival with 3rd, FREESLOT with 4th, and then VIZUALZ Esports back now to 6th. VIZUALZ SKAERI now right behind the side of FREESLOT, and they're going to have their next matchup after this. It's going to be Changed World and VIZUALZ SKAERI. And if they win that, I think they'll be able to sneak into that 4th place there. So that's what we are expected to see on our next and final matchup for the day.
I'm definitely looking forward in regards to how this one's going to go down. I mean, VIZUALZ SKAERI definitely going to be, well, highly favored to win this, but Changed World, they're pretty unpredictable, man. Some good days, some bad days, and, well, it's just a matter of questioning what will they offer, how much work have they been able to put up here up against VIZUALZ SKAERI. Yes, it doesn't seem like it's a scary matchup, but then again, you are at this current level where you definitely have to do so much more than the usual for you to be able to, you know, find a series here. They've done it up against ASAP already, and can we see it up against well, VIZUALZ SKAERI, which is going to be a bit more harder, especially in regards to the respawns. I think Search and Destroy is something that we can definitely eye out on for this, but on paper, we've seen the last 2 series as well, and you know, before leading up to this broadcast here, Jericho, we kind of had this conversation as well that most likely everything will be ending things off in a 3-0 note, but it really all is going to come down here to Changed World in regards to how much preparation have they been able to put up leading up to the series.
That's true. I mean, it's going to be tough. They haven't played really well. VIZUALZ SKAERI, individually, yes, Rex and the others have been playing well, but they have a lot to work on up against Changed World. But with that being said, this is the Call of Duty World Championship 2026 Garena Qualifier. We'll be right back after this break.
Down.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Call of Duty Mobile World Championship 2026 Garena Qualifier show, also known as Stage 4. I'm Jericho Don here with the Warden, the one and only one of the best casters out there. And today we're going to have our final series of the day. It is going to be VIZUALZ SKAERI go up against, stay with me, Warden, Change World.
Yeah.
Ali's favorite team. I mean, what are we looking at, man? What are we looking? Are we looking at a changing of the world, or are we gonna see a scary sight?
I think by the bare minimum here, I mean, as Stats would say, probably the only game mode that we could probably see Change World take away from VIZUALZ SKAERI is going to be that search and destroy. Aside from that, I feel like hardpoint and alongside control is going to be pretty much solidified here for VIZUALZ SKAERI, especially with, well, Pickle and Mamra, bro. I mean, those two players, you let them slay it out, you let Rex and Tark just do the heavy work in regards to, you know, playing around the objective, and then, well, you got Mamra and Pickle just run it down, and you got Sebi as well, you know, just the middleman. Amongst everything, he can adjust to whatever the team is needing, whether it's more slaying prowess or more objective. I think, you know, the squad is pretty much decorated. I mean, ideally, it would most likely end up in a 3-0, but I'm just giving that, you know, benefit of the doubt here for the players who Change World on a search and destroy.
I agree. I mean, VIZUALZ SKAERI hasn't been playing up to the speed. You know, they lost to FREESLOT. They struggled in some hard points. I mean, they're always there, but they always have the missing, like, that factor, that veteran leadership. And that's what we're looking at for Rex. And I believe he's been really trying his best to do that. I think they just need more from everyone else. Really just buy in and get to, you know, what's at stake here is, you know, get to the playoffs and have a chance to represent the country and the region to Stage 5.
I mean, it's pretty unlikely now in regards to this stand, but not unless they can pull off like a miracle run for like the next few days. Maybe till then they could probably swoop through and swoop in and get like the fourth seed. I think that's the only possibility. But then again, it's still an, you know, an opener, whether if they can take it or not. And well, this last week or so is definitely going to be, you know, the final stretch once again, and who makes it to the playoffs. And I mean, we start things off with 10 teams in line, dropped down to 8, and now we only will be down to only 4 teams leading up to the playoffs. And VIZUALZ SKAERI, they haven't really gone too far as to that matter, not just yet.
Oh, I believe Warden will be right back, but yes, just to continue, and VIZUALZ PH, they still have their they have a matchup today against Change World, and then tomorrow they're gonna have Elevate. It was just not gonna be easy, and then after that it's gonna be Rival, which is also not gonna be easy, and then obviously the last one would be ASAP. So we know obviously they need to win that one. So that's gonna be the story of this matchup for VIZUALZ SKAERI. If they win this, they go up 2-2 in the series. 7 map wins, 7 map losses, and those map losses could, you know, spell trouble for them. FREESLOT might be able to sneak into that 4th slot. I mean, that loss against FREESLOT was really huge. I mean, FREESLOT, they have a match on Saturday up against Change World, and then they have a matchup against Rival. So if they win against Change World, that would solidify their final slot. And in the tiebreaker, I think FREESLOT would take it over. And we're trying to get Warden if he's coming back here, but we're just getting ready on the game here. We're gonna continue with this. I'll be taking care of this one. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of it. 3rd series. Here we go. VIZUALZ SKAERI, Change World, Hacienda, Coastal, Crossroad, Combine, and Tunisia in case we need to go game 5. By the looks of this one, I think the hard point would go to the side of SKAERI. Change World, they've been improving the hard point, and in the S&D, it's a toss-up. VIZUALZ SKAERI's S&D hasn't been the best, hasn't been the sharpest, but for Change World as well, it could be same thing for them. And then for Control, it's a toss-up for both of these teams, so this is looking like we might go down the distance to the final game, but everything's all right. We're going to take a look at it as we're waiting to load up on our first game for our final series. Waiting for these teammates. Here we go. Mavier, Ichikawa, M4 by Kaya. I mean, Ichikawa, 62, 67 kills in that Combine hardpoint, but now in the big map, we know how difficult it is for the side of Change World. You know, they had to go to a game 5, but you know, they did win that series. But the side of VIZUALZ SKAERI's backs against their wall, they need to be able to try to get something off this series here. Just try to, you know, be competitive here. They finally have the complete lineup. No more Tarks isn't going to be filling in anyone for anymore. They finally have Pickle here at the start of the game. Here we go. about to load up in the game. And Hacienda Harp. You see Kai getting ready for it. Here we go. This is it. Game number 1. Visual Scary. Change World. Our final series for day 5. About to start. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, production already called it. I'll be your caster for today. All alone here. It's going to be Change World. Visual Scary. It's going to be game 1. Final series, Hardpoint and Hacienda start things off at the side of Scary. Roma Bomber hitting that right side. You see the kills coming through. That's 3 down immediately. The nade kill helping him. But Maver able to get some time off this P1. But you see Scary to take over. They clear out the base. And now they're back on the points as well. They're finally about to tie it up and take the lead immediately in this first seconds of this P1. And all about P1. It's all about really just getting that power position. Letting your ARs do the work. At the same time, putting pressure on that hill. And reading the spawns. And so far for Change World, they'll be able to get some other points here. To back and forth. M4 though, able to get 1 as we trade it out. And Visual PH once again is clearing out the hill. But as soon as you say that, you see Change World fighting back and just spamming those smokes. Ichikawa good for 1 as well. I like what I'm seeing for Change World. It's really a lot of back and forth, a lot of trades from each other. Mamra able to get 1 as well. Change World now inside the hill on their own. 5 seconds left here. We're going to be able to rotate over to P2. Now for Visual Scares, they have the advantage here. Only 1 player to beat. It will be Ichikawa as he's about to get shut down there. 22 to 19. P2 about to open up. M4 now loading up on that Tempest. He's very close to it. Has a Hunter Killer Drone if he wants to use it. Was waiting for his teammates, and I like this from Change World. They're working together. They shut down Pickle. Ichikawa gets a trade of Mamra. Sebio's gonna get shut down as well. And Change World. First break on that P2 was amazing for them, and now here we go. Ichikawa trying to put on a burner, but Rex able to shut down Ichikawa. 35 to 25. We go here. M4 with the Tempest. Able to shut down Chroma, and if he kills Chroma here, I'll be huge. Unfortunately, it will not, as Chroma is able to take it down as Ichikawa. All alone in this hill now. We'll try to back away and get more kills on that side. He gets 2 more. Ichikawa on a roll here, holding down P2 for the team. And he's still inside contesting, but finally, Scary able to stabilize here. Get the last 10 seconds and hit that rotation. You see number 1 and number 4 by Ichikawa. Already on rotation for P3. And Change World. A lot of difference has been made from that last week. They've been playing really well so far here in the first 3 hills here. And now we do need to see them hold it down here. Sparrow is out for buy, but at the same time, Chroma and Rex, they have their operators if they want to use it. Buy. Good for 1 more as he trades it out. Rex now brings out the War Machine, trying to get some value off this. Ichikawa is going to be playing in that corner. He gets 2. Finally gets shut down by Rex, but he bought so much time. Lets his teammates get inside that barn side, but Rex shuts down 2 of them. And now Visual Speech gets control of this barn side in this P3. Ichikawa trying to wait for his teammates. Chroma with the Sparrow. He's not going to be able to get that kill. Intro now pushes through. Here they come. Rex gonna get shot down. Ichikawa. That's 5 in a row. This man has been playing out of his mind, but Chroma gets that trade and Change World. Taking the lead here so far in this P1. Visual PH, like I said, been playing out of character. This is not how the GEP champion should be playing. Last 7 seconds are going to be fighting for that one as well, but Bai trying to contest it as well. Hit the rotation. Number 4 now. Rex is on your screen, holding down the P4. We'll take down Ichikawa. Now Change World trying to break it through from the Tiles connector side. Here comes Chroma. Able to get 1. Gets the second. Beautiful play. Now Visual Scary inside the hill. 50 seconds left here. Chroma. 4 in a row. Trying to work towards that Predator missile. At the same time, get all the time that he can. Pickle, Rex get the trade. 40 seconds left here. Sebio with the equalizer. Gonna trade out that player over that P2. Now you see the side of Change World not really working together as a team, but so far individually it has been working out here. 74 to 75, and I believe we have Warden back here. He is back from the dead, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes Warden.
Yeah, sorry for missing out the first initial action here on this map itself, but yeah, we got Visuals here so far on the lead. I mean, hey, what did I miss out on here? I mean, it's looking to be a pretty competitive game here so far, coming from the last 3 hardpoints or so. You get to see the players of Visual Scary here looking to pull away for the last time here before we go for the reset back to P1.
back to field when you go Mavier down. About to load up on that claw, but 101 to 74. Change World not really getting a lot of time on that P4, but a solid P1 to 3. But Rex now finally on a burner. 20 kills to his name. He's looking for more here. Already has a war machine if he wants to. Chroma as well. And if you look at the kills here, VIZUALZ PH, they're finally getting into stride. They're finally getting the points that they need. Momra winning that fight as well. 107 to 74. Change World now on the back foot here over at the second reset.
Back. There you go. So far, Momra providing a live game here for the squad, and as they come through, Ichikawa on the process as well has been find a means to put the squad here on the board. I mean, coming from the last series that we haven't been able to witness as well from the side of Ichikawa, this guy is a menace. But the rest of his crew definitely got to step it up. M4 as well, pushing through. Sub 20 seconds remaining here. It's Change World looking to be good for it. The visual scare on the process though will get top tight control. We'll be able to find a break as well here for the scraps. So retaining this lead here in transition towards P2.
Taking the lead here, and now we hit the rotation once more. Last 5 seconds. Sebio's going to be able to clean that up. Be last player alive there. It's going to be Kai. He's going to get shut down as well. Now Sebio, Equalizer ready. War Machine ready. Spyro is ready as well, but Mavier inside the hill with a claw. He's going to try to spray it down, but Pickle shuts down too. And now VIZUALZ PH, they're finally hitting their stride here. Predator Missile is going to be able to find one over right behind him, and he does not shut him down. Bye. Gets a 2K at the back there, and now it's all the Chroma to stay inside the hill, but with that Sparrow, he's going to be able to hold it down and buy time for his teammate.
Well, unfortunately, size now here for inside of Change World. I mean, you got 3 operas to work with, but unfortunately for them, they can put themselves in position as well to be able to utilize it to its max potential. The War Machine just come out here for the set of Kai. It's going to be a bit of a heavy hit as well here on the driveway. You're going to meet Rex as well here on the other side. Kai leads in through, and Bai comes out as well here with a Sparrow. Sub 20 seconds, Change World. They want to fight for this. Very detrimental time as well. We'll be able to stop the bleeding as so, but definitely not going to be enough here to take the lead away from set of VIZUALZ SKAERI. But hey, not bad of a stretch here so far from set of Change World.
Not bad at all. I mean, 25 kills for Sebio. You get 164 here on this P2. Now you have to rotate the P3. Sebio about to get that triple kill, but doesn't matter. As Chroma and Rex able to shut down the cutoffs here. Now we hit P3, and last time Change World was here first, but this time SKAERI able to set up and get the cutoffs ready. Chroma's gonna get shut down though. Bai on the corner trying to spray it down. Momra with the Tempest. He's waiting for the players at the back, but he has to help teammates in front. Now, see Momra trying to wait for it. Spots one more on top. M4's gonna get shut down. Snaps on the other one. Spots the player on his left foot as well. Has to play his life here. Sebio has to back up here. Wait for his teammates. Trying to buy time again, but Ichikawa is shut down the operator. So this is a pretty solid push so far for Change World, and they're about to break it once more.
Yep, definitely. And has to go here. Back and forth here coming through. Just like that, the game is quite hot. It's pretty dominant here, but it's out of VIZUALZ SKAERI. But now, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a listen in here to both of the comps here from Change World and VIZUALZ SKAERI.
You're good, bro.
可以转了。哎，上步，要出，第一出来一滴了。下个点了，走了。
下点我的。
全国一滴。王炮一个，看王炮，水下，去水下了。
Dito pa rin. Ikwa. Dead. Pitas pa na. Tubig. Pitching tubig. Saan lang harap magaba? Office level niya yung office level.
Bawa pa tayong office.
Aking base nyo. Ayan.
The reads are hard to clean, and the gunfight is so much better here from inside of VIZUALZ SKAERI. Did go last 38 points for them to close out this game. Stuff not going to be ending off here on his P4. We're going to go back to the reset, but Change World hasn't been felt from the last 2 hard points.
Yep, 216 to 131 now. Predator Missile gonna be able to get nothing there but the hedge. 223 to 131. VIZUALZ PH slow start from them, but they were able to capitalize and now get control of the game here. Last 27 seconds for them to bring it home here. Game number 1, War Machine now for Rex. Nice shot there. They'll be able to get the time here and slowly ending the game here in this game number 1 of Hardpoint.
Yeah, this might just be it. 20 points. Two players to worry about here on opposite side. Rex just clearing out the way. Good for 2. And the timer starts to tick down. The Claw's going to be out here on Desperado mode for the side of the map here. Same goes for the Claw, the Tempest, the War Machine. Every operator is out and going here for the side of Change World and hopes to provide and find another lifeline in this map of a shutdown hard point. And they do prolong it for just a little bit or so, but they got to play it all so dearly. Only 8 points here for the side of VIZUALZ. Scary. They do find another break. Off for the scraps. Ichikawa on the top side will get denied. Maybe slips through, but it doesn't matter. VIZUALZ Scary will close this one out here on this P1 and this map of Ashenda.
250 to 140. Dominating victory by the side of VIZUALZ Scary, and they finally get around a map win in this one. Here we go, coming through. Scary 1-0 so far up against Change World.
And that's done for them overall. I mean, it felt like it's ever since I went back and saw the broadcast, it was just a scary game all throughout. I mean, that really dropped down just a little bit. I mean, we saw how the P4 went. All those P4s was righteously, well, dominated by the players of VIZUALZ Scary. And it's kind of unfortunate as well in some way, you know. Like, when you take a look at the likeliness of, like, Ichikawa alongside M4, they were definitely slaying it out for the squad. Unfortunately for them, though, and that kind of has been the storyline here for the Change World. They could never have a game where all 5 players are shooting back.
That's true. I mean, for the side of Change World, do such a solid first 3 hills for them, Ward. I mean, they were winning their fights. They were rotating fast. They were using their operators, their usage. But after they lost, after we reset the hill, all of those things just came out of the window. And I mean, yes, the side of Scary, they were just able to pretty much take over, win the fights that they needed to, and work together as a team.
Really. I mean, at the end of the day as well, if you know for a fact you can't really win your individual gunfights, set those trades up. They're your numbers. That's the way to do it. And it's something that's just not just applicable for the series itself. It goes for a lot of these teams. It goes against, let's say, ALUla, Elevate, Rivals. And what makes those two, I mean, all 3 of those teams so good is, well, the battle cohesion. I mean, granted that each and every player is capable of slaying out. When you put them in a sense where they play cohesively, they play off those traits in their numbers, gunfights tends to be a bit more convincing. And that was kind of like what was really lacking here for the Change World.
That's true. I definitely agree with that one. Just the gunfight department. Because other than that, I think they know what to do. They know how to do it as a team. I feel like it's just not really meshing in well for them. That's why they're really struggling in this first series. I mean, in the tournament overall, actually, Ward.
Really. I mean, a lot of individual routes was taken by the side of Change World. A lot of individual gunfights as well. Really bit them down. But if there was going to be any player that was able to slay it out, regardless if they had a teammate or not, it was definitely Sebio, man. 40 eliminations in the KDA at 1.6. I mean, definitely a pretty impactful player, regardless of whichever game mode you put him into. I mean, granted, if it's going to be hard point, search and terrain control, you can definitely expect Sebio to slay it out.
That is definitely true. I mean, 40 and 1.6. You saw this man with the equalizer as well. We're really doing well for the team there. And now we're moving on to our scoreboard here. 44 for him. I mean, Ichikawa with 44. He's leading the whole lobby with kills, but at the same time, your teammates aren't really helping you out with the game there. So fortunate for him, but great for the side of Scary. 40 and 25 for Sebio, 36 for Pickle. Everybody getting all the kills that they need, and the time is on point.
Yeah, truly. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's some things up here for our first initial game here for this series. It was definitely really dominated, but we're not going to pretend like we were really expecting this at all. Now, what comes next is going to be this Coastal Search and Destroy. What do we find here?
We find a Scary victory, 9-4.
Okay.
How about you?
Maybe like a. Yeah, I think a 9-4 is pretty fair.
All right. Let's take a look at it as we. Oh, okay. Going against the Grain here is Warden. He's one of the Change Worlders out there with Cali Gaming.
Change World addicts.
Change World addicts. I'm also Change World fan, but up against this, I mean, they got to work on the hard point. Like, come on, guys. Here we go. Game 2 about to start here in the Search and Destroy. It's going to be Change World against VIZUALZ SKAERI. We did get the player cams different, but nevertheless,
looking a bit different today, huh?
nevertheless, everything's going to be fine here as we're about to load up in game number 2.
Prove me right here. Projected Search and Destroy, something that I definitely have my hopes for here for the side of Change World. And come again. All SKAERI needs is to lose this Search and Destroy so they become the world champions next year. That's how Elevate went, bro.
All right, let's see if they can do it. Here we go. Game number 2 about to start. VIZUALZ versus Change World. Search and Destroy Coastal.
3-2 split here, offered by the side of Change World right off the get-go, and three passes approach here from their side. And now they go. Sebi finds the first frag here at our MVP of the previous map. Pickle finds Chroma as well. Big shots coming out here for Pickle as he finds Kai. Mamro looking to get another here. Finds Mabby right across. Doesn't have to take up the fight. Knows for a fact there's going to be more than just one player here right around market. Well, so 40 seconds pass by. They still haven't gone for the commitment, but maybe it shuts down Mamra. Five takes away Pickle. Now, numbers advantage here for the side of Change World.
Yep. Beautiful push. Now it's a 2 versus 1 now. The snipe is it gonna hit? No, it's not. Retake's gonna happen here for the side of VIZUALZ SKAERI. Now bomb is down.
Pretty standard crossbar set it up here by the side of Change World. 1 to each corridor. Sebi's gonna check out the main side. Can't really find anyone. Maybe he's gonna close out the distance. Sebi finds by away. Pitch to be offered. Good for one. That's a 1v1 situation. The best player of Change World up against Rex. Picks up the shotgun. Gets the pump down. And that will be the first round here for the side of VIZUALZ SKAERI, as the retake will be good.
I don't like how Change World played that. They should have just let them come to them instead of just like pushing out. Simple things like that really will cost you the round. And just like that, it was a 3 versus 2. Now VIZUALZ on the board first.
Well, you got the numbers as well. You could have played the trade. Got a 2 for 1.
They focused on one side, so it didn't really matter.
A bit of a loud approach here on his B side. They do divert their attention here on his mid map. Most right across. Yeah, there should be a calling here for a pre-direct A main hit, leaving one player here lurking. That's going to be M4 off the scopes. And he might just be able to find one here. This player 1. Pickle takes up the fight. Rex posted up. Pickle finds the M4 out. Now it's a 4v5.
4 versus 5. And now they're all inside the room once again. And usually things like this, it does not work properly. As Rex try to go for the wall bang. Fortunately, it will not. And he will try now. He's looking for it. Here comes Mamra. Gets 1. Spots the 2nd. And spots the 3rd. Just like that is a retake by VIZUALZ PH, and they're now up 2-0.
Yep. Good retake.
Nice work.
And just good old gunfights. Decision making, something that is going to be highly critical. Will be put to the test, especially in the game with Search and Destroy. And well, S&D overall, it's like a game where we can truly gauge out like in regards to what's like the skill ceiling for a certain team. I don't know about you, but
feeling 22.
Oh,
here comes the push though. Mamra gonna be able to get 1. M4 gets a trade. It's a 2 versus 4 now. Now you have 4 players. How can we get a proper crossfire setup here? Okay, Sebio's gonna be able to back away with his life. And this should be a round for Change World.
Should be. Right?
Should be. I agree, it should be.
Frag out.
It's gonna be flying on by. That's gonna be thrown down there. Not able to get seen. Checks out. Spears out for Rex. Finds them for away. And that's gonna be Kai here serving the first round. First down to Change World.
Ready up.
First round goes to the side. For Change, 3rd round, I mean. Finally, the first point for Change World. See if they can keep it up here. Apply that momentum, apply that pressure on that Search to Destroy. This round coming up here. We see decided Change World trying to go for another B push here.
Same place, same approach. What do you find? That's gonna be the first here for Mamra. Ichikawa does get the trade though. Player 5 promo still unsighted, but Kai beats him to it. Puts him down. Numbers advantage here once again for the side of Changed World, and
Bomb has been
gonna be
planted.
SKAERI here, looking to go for the retake.
Pickle now. Try to go in for that right corner. Once that nade pops, he has to push up. He's gonna be able to impact someone. Nice shot from side of Sebio. It's gonna be one guy traded by Sebio as well. Sebio, he knows he's that corner, but now it's gonna be a 1 versus 2. Rex all alone here. 15 seconds left. Not a lot of time. You gotta push it now. Rex has to push up. Spots by. That should be the play. He's gonna get one, but Ichikawa with the trade. Narwar are tied at 2 apiece.
Ready up.
They're getting pretty hot in here in this map for Coastal Search and Destroy. Both teams prominently. Said better, a good read to you. Now VIZUALZ SKAERI. I mean, 2 times in a row there on the B side. Come up pretty successful. Now they want to take a gamble as well. Now towards Alpha, which Rex here, well ready with an SKS. She backs away. Oh, the timing is so unfortunate, but able to find buy away. High on the heady side. Doesn't really matter now. He's gonna take it down. They lose 2 players. Mamra able to get a double. Pickle finds F4 down, and it's just gonna be Ichikawa all alone out here. Finds a 1v2 situation now, up and about. 1 player on the left side, 1 player on the right.
Wait a minute, wait a minute.
No. Oh my god, Ichikawa!
Lost that round. It's
How?
not over yet. Ready up.
How do you let that happen? Scary.
Scary. Just absolutely mauled by Ichikawa, the best player in Changed World right now.
Defend the objectives.
Goodness. Crazy. 3-2 now we go. Momentum on the side of Changed World. You see them rushing in. See them pushing up. It'll be a double stun over at A, and now Rex. Does he get the worst timing once again in the world? The answer will be no. He's going to be good for 1, good for 2. All right. Now you get the third one as well. You take down Ichikawa, still alive though. Okay, so it's still a winnable round for Changed Worlds. Maverick gets 1 more. Maverick almost gets the second one. Ichikawa stuck in a 1 versus 2, but this time turret mode for the side of VIZUALZ PH as they get the round. 3-3 we go.
Yeah, you can definitely feel in some way that the players of SKAERI somewhat startled here.
Defend the objective.
I mean, if you wish to compare how the game went down in the first map, now leading up to here towards the second, wholly different look. Does it go? Pushing up, Pickle finds M4 away. Wraps around as well. Kai doesn't get the read, and the answer is yes. And we will be able to get the trade. Now 2v4 now. Changed World. Definitely rightfully here we'll be able to win this round.
Oh, the timing. Who's got that player, but Scope's out there. Rex and Sebio once again stuck in a 2 versus 4. Vi should be able to get one here if he gets that proper one. Rex, he's going to be able to spot him. Gonna chase him down. That's a free kill for him. There you go. 2 versus 3 once again. We've been in this situation before. Spots Maverick, but the hit marker only good for 1. That's all up to Rex at a 1 versus 3. Ichikawa's gonna trade him out, and now World takes the lead. 4-3 we go, and I think our prediction's coming into fruition here. Is that the last round for Changed World? For me, yes. For Warden, no.
Defend the objectives.
We'll see. Again, pretty competitive. Ichikawa, a big standout here for him. I mean, the first player that has double digit, by the way. Strikes on the mid map. Both scopes here. Want to find a pick or 2. And he's gonna be flying by as well. Gets to tag up his Mavier. He does back away. And Mavier finds Chroma down as well with his own nade. That's a 4v5. Numbers looking so brighter here for the side of Changed World.
Yeah, and Chroma still with 0 here. We're about to switch sides here, still hasn't gotten a kill here, but the pistol by Mamra gets a hit marker. Will not finish the kill. Like another hit marker, finally gets him as well, but Maver trades him out. Now it's a 3 versus 4 once more. Pickle gonna be a bit of aggressive there, has to back away. He's gonna be 1 shot. Spots one more. He's gonna give that calm. More information once more. He spots Mavericks. Oh my god, almost gets that, but the RNG saved him there. And now, Change World about to burst out of this B.
Breathe a little if you're on the side of Visual Scary. In mode of time, Change World can definitely go for a striker on Bravo. And Pickle definitely has to be the point man here to make the play. Rex playing off the crosshair from the back entry. Now maybe finds the first pump. Oh my god, what a shot. There should be a silver lining right here on Bravo. But Rex not gonna back down. He finds a double. And now it brought it down to 1v2, but 5 from the back. Shuts down Sebio. Now it's double round lead here for Side Change World.
3 to 5 we go before we switch sides, and now the offense is going to be on the end of SKAERI here. About to start now.
Defend the objective.
Here we go. Change World looking good so far. I mean, Ichikawa with some heroic plays there. We're almost still with 0, ladies and gentlemen. But here comes the push for the side of Visual Scary. You see them about to burst 2 towards B. Ichikawa, the only player alive here. How many can he get before he gets taken down? Here comes the play. They're gonna get the bomb down. It's another free kill for him. Shuts down 1, almost gets the second, but finally Rex trades him out. Another one, but Rex trying to get a wall bang. Unfortunately, will not happen. Gonna be a player jumping out. That's gonna be Pickle. Bomb is down. This should be around or the side of Visual Speed. Oh!
Now pretty strong fight. This Kai. That's one with a PKM. Maybe shuts down Sebio as well. Too aggressive, you're on the side of Visual Scary, and just like that, maybe and by combined for 2. We'll be able to get the retake. That's going to be them extending the lead even more.
It's not over yet.
For their side.
Wow. What a S&D, a turnaround for the side of Change World.
Defend the objective.
Remember, they were up 2-0 last week up against ASAP, and then they had to go to a game 5, but so far they've been playing out of their minds in the search and destroy. M4 in the middle. We'll be able to spot and give the information. Number 2, that's going to be Maver to defend everyone there, but Sebio with that snipe, he's trying to look for him. Sebio gets him down. Kai gets a Rex through the wall bang. It's a 4 versus 3 once again, and we've seen this before. A retake for Change World. See if can they be able to clutch it up here. Look at the setup. The setup is ready. Go.
25 seconds left on the clock. By here looking to find an angle. Mommer gets the first pump. Ichikawa. And we're right around as well to try to play off the trade. We only got 15 seconds left on the clock and 4 players to worry about. Knows for a fact, gotta go for the push, but unfortunately for them, we'll get overwhelmed by the numbers. Finally, a bit more of a breather now here for that Visual Scary.
More of a breather. You get that round. You're 4 to 6 now. And they keep it up. That's the question. Sebio gonna be able to find some snipes there. Unfortunately, will not be able to get anything, but has information. I look for M4. He spots him. Look at that Mamra. A little bit of a beautiful spot there for him as he gets over the pistol. Chroma finally gets 1 kill onto this game, but look at Maver in that corner. But the nade is gonna clear him out.
The enemy has the bomb.
A lot of post-ups, a lot of individual gunfights. And Ichikawa finds Chroma away. What comes next? Maybe you're pushed up your own A main. Little doesn't know there's gonna be 3 players right around on the process. Oh my god, Sebio! Finds the turn and the burn. Ichikawa now here all alone. It's 1v4. Finds one there on the hop up, hears him. Checks it. Able to put him down. But 1 kill won't get it done though. Still needs 3 more. And the defusal for the bomb.
Why do I have a feeling?
And we see it happen for the side of Ichikawa.
Yeah, I have a feeling this man might just clutch it, Warden. Snipe in hand, you kill 1, you swap. Here comes Snipe, but too many players challenging him. Finally, Visualz PH able to get 5 to 6 as we move on to round 12. On the search and destroy, a bit more competitive search and destroy here, Warden.
Defend the objectives.
Definitely.
They have the bomb.
I mean, you know, on paper, it did seem like in some ways well back then where VIZUALZ Scary Search and Destroy was one of the best things they could offer, but now push comes to shove now here on Bravo. First kill, Mavir finds Mamra away. Pickle able to get the trade up against Ichikawa. Just like that, they got a sniper here for himself. Sebio's still looking to flip a player here on his mid-map though. Where are you at, Sebio?
Sebio's trying to go for the full flag, but at this point, everybody's in the hill. Everybody's in the bomb site. M4, everyone's there. Sebio has to make a move now. Needs help, but Chroma able to get one more, backs away with his life. It's gonna be a 2 versus 2 now. Rex just needs to get one more, just has to buy time for Sebio here. Rex trying to hit the pre-fire, but the pistol is there. It's a 1 versus 1 now. Sebio, bye. Sebio, does he spot him as well? He knows he's there, gets a shot on him. Has to back away, just has to play time. You don't have to challenge it. Bye, beautiful by Sebio, just has to back away. Now here comes the fight. And bye, he's gonna lose that. Sebio clutches up.
Nice work.
6-6 we go in the search and destroy.
Yeah, you just hate to see it. If only he was able to convert the second shot there. Maybe till then. It could have been the defusal and it could have been the lead retained. And now we get to see here as we proceed towards this round. Well, it's now going to be 6-6. Game tied up here once again.
Go. Oh. Pushing through. Sebio is going to be able to get one. Spots the second one. He knows there's going to be more players behind him. Try to get the second one. But it doesn't matter. He's going to give out all those call outs. That's 3 on the back. There is going to be a player stuck in A. Bomb is down and Mamra shuts down M4. Now Rex able to take down by. And we are about to see VIZUALZ PH take this round unless Mavir has something to say about it. Backs away Rex. Beautiful moment there. Nade's going to be there. The stun is there now. At this point, I mean, you're stuck here. Mavir gets one. Mavir gets a second. All right, wait a minute. This has to be Chroma here from afar. Doesn't have the range, but has to push up. Try to win that fight. Mavir goes in. Mavir spots one more. Last player alive. No time, but beautiful. He tried to clutch it up. It doesn't matter. Rex takes him down. 7-6 we go.
That's it done. Looking like they are building up the moment. The game that they have been able to start off with.
Defend the objectives.
Only one more round to go here for a match point or a series point. I mean, a map point rather. Now to go for a 5-man push here directly towards the A site. Here's the call and we'll be able to relay that information as well. They got 3 pusher rifle posted up. Mamra finds the M4 away. But the nade and the SKS is good. Bye on a double. Make it a triple for Bye. Goodbye to you all, sir. Sebio now here all alone. 1v4. What can you do?
Be there. Mavir shuts him down, and now we're tied at 7-7. We go, Warden. Things are getting a bit hotter here in the search and destroy for our final series of the day.
Defend the objective.
Game's hot. Change world. Looking to stop some momentum. And a round of peace from each other. That'll be the first overtime here on this week's run. Now 3 down the market. Bomb is still right around spawn side.
Grenade.
It's gonna fly through as well. That does not lead to any connections. They got a pretty heavy mid stack here. Found us out of VIZUALZ Scary. You gotta choose a side. Regardless, you gotta deal with 2 players.
They have the bomb.
Slow and steady. Wins you the race. And Rex, he's ready for it. As he spots M4, but will not get a kill on him. Arm around that corner. Trying to spot someone with it. Such a small angle there, but it works out. I mean, that's just years of playing Call of Duty Mobile. You'll be able to find any of these spots. Still, no player has been dropped. Everybody is scared to make a move here. Comes to push though. Could be redirecting towards B here. Smoke will be out. Mamra play that corner, but Mavir gets one.
Able to get another. Debbie's gonna try to make a push actually on towards an A main, and this might just be either the best or the worst call. That's gonna be right around there. Has the Balcony to work with. In the process of this mid map, maybe shuts down Pickle. They decide for themselves here, but they're down by the numbers. But all of a sudden, Rex shuts down another. And make it a double for Rex. What are you doing? And all of a sudden, once was a numbers advantage game here for the Side of Change World. Now tied up here with Visual Scary.
Yeah, Rex just needs to get one more here. That would be it. Maver, he's waiting for the moment, but he's gonna get spotted by Chroma. After back away, Sebio gets one. Chroma's gonna get tagged up, but it doesn't matter. They get the trade. Sebio gets two. It's all up to M4 in the 1 versus 2. M4 in the 1 versus 1, but Rex is there at the right moment. Match point for Visual Speed.
Match point. You can see the laughter and the smiles here from the side of Visuals.
Objectives.
Scary. Question is though, can they knock the nail onto the coffin and close this one out already? Will Change World persist and force this one to an overtime? As you start things off here, Pickle will get taken down. M4 gets a shot to connect. And it's a very early 4v5 here with the numbers lying so much better for the Side of Change World.
Ara able to spot Ichikawa there. Back away, there's a player helping him. That's gonna be Maver in that middle one. Maver gets one on Chroma. I mean, just like that. M4 gets Sebio. We're going to overtime right here. Unless Mamra can clutch up somehow. With Rex as well. I mean, 19 for Rex. 16 for Mamra. Maybe you're gonna tag up one more. That's the fight. Mamra gets one. All right, that's the first one. Another one. M4 with a snipe. And just like that. Change World now on the verge of getting an overtime. This Rex has something to say about it, but it doesn't matter. M4 gets it. We're going to an overtime.
Yeah, this is definitely going down to the books, especially for the set of Visual Scary. Then again, we called it, you know,
Bomb spotted.
you need to be prepared up against Change World, especially game out of Search and Destroy, and now you feel it. 21 for the set of Mapia, 14 for Ichikawa. Well, widespread kills will be given here for the set of Visual Scary, but now push comes to shove now here on towards Bravo as Mamra finds the first two shots. Pickle from the backside, able to get another as well. And now it's going to be a 4v2 here with Visual Scary once again here on the lead.
Yep, and just like that, Scary able to be at match point here. M4 is going to back away. What a snipe on Chroma. That wasn't the best position for Chroma there. He's able to get that kill. Now he's going to be able to spot one more. I think he's going to reach out one more time. He's waiting for it. He knows he's there. The trophy's going to be able to defend him. But M4, he's on a burner. You feel it. Pickle just try to hit a jump peek here. You know that M4's still there. The timing is unbelievable. He's going to be able to get one and get away with his life. What are we doing, Visual Scary? 2 versus 2 now. Rex now has to make a play here, but he has to back away. He is going to back away. Get that cross. He's going to be able to spot Kai. It's going to be 2 players. You don't need to shout at it if you're Rex. Just hit the reset button. And I like that. There you go. Oh, no. He's going to try to go for it again. Now bomb is going to be planted A ward and 2 versus 2. It looked like Visual Scary had it in the bag, but they threw it again.
Good place
Bomb has been
retake.
planted.
Pushing for them, Kai and M4 hasn't been too bright here inside of this map.
Oh, no.
Rex finds the first shot to connect, but all of a sudden now it's going to be Kai closing up the distance. Knows for a fact it's going to be Sebio off the scopes. Don't got to do too much here. Plays off the trade, and just like that, M4 will shut it down. Match point advantage now here for the Side of Change World.
Like, what are we doing? It's a 4 versus 2. You are in the biggest tournament of your life, and you're throwing it away like it's biscuits. I don't understand these kind of mistakes that Visual PH is doing. I mean,
Objectives.
that is just a you already lost 1 player there. Roma died. And then, I mean, Pickle should have at least known that someone was going to be there. It's just, I mean, small details once again. And then another nade there, going to be able to almost shut down 1. Kai gets 1. You get the trade on him, though. But it's a 4 versus 4. Mamra has to get back. Bomb is down.
Bomb acquired.
There you go.
Both to the pie now. Rex finds Maver as well here from the back. Almost gonna get this bomb planted here.
The nade.
They're looking to offer another stand up against Saints World. The nade flies through, tags up M4 alongside Vi. They back away, he's lost a bit of time, and Rex from the back able to get one. It's all going to come down to Ichikawa and M4 regardless of whether can they close out this map of Coastal. One good push is all that they need. Shut this one away. Let's get a high-low posted up here for the set of Visual Scary. To go for a peek out. M4 leads the way. Ichikawa's all alone. Sebi shuts him out. And Visual Scary, they stay alive.
If you're forced another overtime, would have been over already if you were Visual Scaries. They know what was at stake there, unfortunately. Now, another overtime. Another switch of sides. Here we go. And, for the side of Change Road, they're going for another B push here. And do they have that magic once again? You see Mamra, he's ready for it. First player is going to be there. Ichikawa is going to get a hit marker. Does not get anything with his life. Going to get at least one more. All hit markers. Finally gets one. Gets the second as well. Mamra has done the damage. And now it's going to be a 3 versus 1. As Chroma gets M4 as well. It's all to Kai. Now if you're scary, you just don't need to push. You let the man plant. All right, we're making mistakes once again. But Chroma finally closes out there. Almost clutches up one more time. My goodness. Match point now for Visual Scary.
Sometimes all you gotta do is just wait for him to plant a bomb. As simple as that. Stop giving them 1v1 opportunities, you know? I mean, Visual Scary, you guys have been around the scene for a bit of time. You should know that by now. Hey, running down on the mid-map is the call for this round as he would try to offer to close out this map. Mamra gets first and the second as well, and all of a sudden it's a total collapse here. 2v2 situation. No, Mamra takes away M4, and now it's going to be Ichikawa and Kai here for the Center Change World. Sabio and Mamra, these are your two strongest players here on the Search and Destroy. And it does take up the fight. You don't have to reach out this, but the bomb is onto the custody for the Place to Change World. And why would you reach out that?
Who are you, Warden? I'm Mamra. I'm going to challenge that because I have a submachine gun. I mean,
why?
Like, why? Like, if you had the bell, yes. If you had the bell, yes. Even if you were PJ, I wouldn't even let you challenge that. But it's a 1 versus 1 now. Like, I can't. I mean, okay, Sabio, can he try to clutch up? He's going to spot that player, Chikawa. Backs away. You have a minute to work with here, but I think we may go to another overtime unless Sabio. I mean, yes. There you go.
Nice.
Yes, that's what
Good
you
route.
need to do. Perfect route, but Ichikawa read it as well. Here comes a fight! But Sabio! Ice in his veins, clutches us up. Takes the victory, 11-9. Visuals PH now 2-0 in the series. Oh my god, that would have been... And like, why? Why would you challenge that with a switchblade? First of all, it was on a heady as well.
I'm just lost for words. I mean, it's with the decision making for Visual Scary. This should have been a change role game, to be honest.
It should have been.
Well, luckily for them, some players went heroic, and some players made some deals that was able to lock it down here for this map from Coastal. With that being said, they will be your winners here for the Search and Destroy. A loss at hardpoint now, so we proceed towards game 3 with only a map left for the side of Visual Scary to win off the series.
There you go. Congratulations to Change Role, but I mean, to Visual Scary. But if you're Visual Scary, I mean, it's just like, I mean, at this point, at this stage, you really gotta win them. If you want to make it to the top 4, you gotta do, more. You gotta work together more. You gotta be able to buy in together. But I feel like I'm just not seeing that against a team like Change Role, which is number 7 in the standings, and you are having such a hard time. And I mean, they're no pushover, but at the same time, you should be able to at least show why you've won a tournament in the Philippines, the GEP, why you're number 4 in the country as well. And so far, it's just not playing out here to the side of Scary.
I guess it's just a level of complacency in some way as well. But then again, you're not really in the top 3 conversation as of this moment. And, well, in a game of Search and Destroy, which I feel like this is one of those only game modes where you can definitely take down, the Goliaths of the competition. If you play this one fundamentally wrong, you will definitely get punished.
That's true. I mean, maybe they're complacent because they know they're not going to be able to try to contest, but I feel like they have such a good shot. If they get that 4th slot, I mean, because they'll be able to pop off. I think they have a bright future. It's just all about that mindset at this point. I'm not hating on any of the players. I just hope that they will be able to see that this is a great opportunity for them to actually really showcase, and just maybe they'll be able to take the slot with Rival Esports. So, you know, there's a lot at stake here, but it's just showing that, you know, a lot of mistakes in the S&D. Yes, it's just a difficult game mode. I mean, I'm happy they were able to take that victory, but I think I just need more from them.
But yeah, I mean, someone got to squeeze them for sure. I mean, I'm not concerned how much Rick have they been able to provide here from the back end of things here for the set of visual scary, but they definitely have the potential. You know, they definitely have that silver lining in regards to whether can they actually themselves in the conversation for the big three teams here in, you know, the Philippines. But for the time being, they do struggle. But fortunately enough here for the series itself, at least for the first two game modes, they're going to be able to pull away. Take a look at the MVP here for this map of Coastal Search and Destroy, and it's no other than Mamra. 25 eliminations in the KDA 1.67. Despite of all the mishap and decisions that he was putting up, he will still run the MVP here for this map.
Congratulations to Mamra and SKAERI, and now they're one more game before they close out the day and the series here in a 3-0 fashion, and a must win for them if they want to stay alive in the standing.
Most definitely. And now we take a look at this alley off this post-game breakdown. I mean, you got Rex as well with 21 eliminations, Pickle on 13. Luckily, the man that was able to close it out is the player that will be on the bottom side of things. Now we go 13 kills per set of Sabio, leading up towards Crawford by control, which I feel like this might be the end.
This might be the end. I think obviously for Respawns, they've been a really great team, but I think the bane of the existence is always going to be S&D. I mean, I thought Rex would have been improved. Yes, it is an improvement, but I mean, the rounds, like when you're about to win, like let's say it's a 4 versus 2, you just gotta calm down, man. Like, you know, let them come to you, but keep on chasing kills and they get punished for it. But you know what? Enough of S&D. We move on now to search to control here, Warden, in Crossroads Strike, and let's see if they'll be able to close it out 3-0.
Ooh, here we go. Players locked and loaded, buckle it up, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Call of Duty Mobile World Championship 2026 Garena Qualifier, second week, first day of the group stage. As we go, I mean, about to be a 3-0 here, not unless we do get to see a miracle once again here for the squad of Change World. They were nearly so close to taking a map off already on the Coastal Search and Destroy. What lies next here is this Crossroads Track Control. We'll see soon, though.
Here we go. Third game for our third series. Could this be the closeout game? You're about to start here in our control, our final series of the day. Change World Scared.
Here we go.
Saw there's Sabio. He was still checking out something before we started the game. Sabio, get in the game. Come on, man. We got a series here for our third one. Here we go, Warden.
Here we go. Oh, no. All right. Coming over once again. It might be the last fall map if ever we do get to see the players of Visual Scary closest one out. As we start things off already, here we go. Change World Visual Scary live and active in its Crossroads Strike Control.
Here we go. Mamra Pickle gets the opening 3 kills. Mai gets the trade, but Mamra is there for the trade, and now Digital PAs are back in their form. It's another respawn. Shades of what Elevate was in the early days. Also known as the Low Kings back in the day, but Rex getting some assists here on the left side, but by the trade him out. 25-22 we go here as we push up onto this next part of the phase as Mamra clears out 1, clears out 2, clears out 3 in a row for him, and Mamra on a roll.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the more dominating starts here that we have been able to see on this cross-track control. All of a sudden, slight recovery will be given here, but it's not a change for well. But till then, the gunfights. This doesn't seem to pave into their way. Roma finds the first. Ichikawa gonna be right around, able to get a double. Kai finally gets the trade. But look at the lifeline here, man. Pretty much double down here for the side of SKAERI.
Yep, double down, and well, you know, it could happen just like in Search and Destroy. They're giving up the lives here, but so far it's not going to happen. 17-6 here. First round should be done and dusted here for the side of VIZUALZ PH, as they will take that first round here in control.
2 laps remaining here. Maybe Ichikawa, strongest player by the way, but hasn't been able to find any frags whatsoever here off this round of control. And just like that, it will be the timer that will be drained pause here. VIZUALZ SKAERI will be on the lead.
Next round.
1-0 so far. SKAERI, 2 more to end this series. And for Changed World, I mean, Ichikawa, you got to heat up, man. You are the best player in the team, but you haven't gotten any frags at all in the first round. Unfortunate for them, but here we go. Round number 2, offense for VIZUALZ, defense for Changed World. And here comes the push. Ichikawa finally gets his first kill, but he's going to get shut down by Mamra with the Tempest from the back. And you see now VIZUALZ PH is trying to get some kills first as Pickle gets 2 more and buys there for the trade.
Ooh, heavy strikes here. VIZUALZ PH though, I mean, they're putting up a pretty unconventional push out here on this side of this map of Crossroads. I mean, leaning towards the B lane doesn't really cut the chase, but till then they're just forcing themselves here inside of this map. The Operators comes out and want to offer a spawn trap.
Offer the spawn trap we go. 24-18 now. Trying to get a player on that smoke, but he's gonna back away. It's gonna be number 4. Rex gets a free kill on as him as well. And now 23-15. I mean, it's still a doable round for either of these teams, but the 9 life advantage is a lot. Chroma, beautiful gunfight there. 10 life advantage. Ichikawa finally gets the trade on him, but 40 seconds left. It's not looking too pretty for the side of Changed World. 10 lives remaining.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough one to recover from. Chapter definitely going to be persistent to happen here on this alpha point. Now big up 1v2 here. Ichikawa just planning to shut them down. That's a matter of questioning here. If you're on the side of Changed World, do you still want to go for the contention here on Bravo, or want to push up on alpha instead? Yes, to try to go for a push-up. Sebio finds the Emperor out. Kai Ichikawa finds Mamra and Chroma away. Sebio finds the trade.
That's good.
Now it's a 4v13 on a live count.
4 versus 13. Maver gets 1 player off that B point. And now 11-3. He brings out the Annihilator and gets absolutely destroyed. That is not the perfect time to use it. 1 versus 10 now. It's all up to Bai. He's going to get shut down. And just like that, 2-0 in this control. 1 more round before we end this series. And finally, VIZUALZ SKAERI back on track.
Yeah, I mean, it does seem like in some way where how fast that Search and Destroy game was is definitely, I mean, how slow rather is how fast this game mode control is. 26-30 now we go. A bit of a pretty convincing start now here for the side of Changed World here off this round.
Yep, pretty fast. They finally have some influence towards A. But as soon as you say that, 2 players go down. Now Sebio trying to load up on this equalize. He gets spotted by that player. Brings it out. Knows he's going to be there. Gets the first one. Did he get the second one? He's trying to do it, but Maver shuts him down. Now Annihilator out by Rex. Gets 1 on Maver. Looking for more. Oh, the spawn trap could have been loaded up here. Maver's trying to back away here. Trying to play through the smoke here. Beautiful, but you need to clear him out to try to shut him down. Rex gonna be able to get no one there. Only 1. 18-17, so still a pretty close fight here in this 3rd round here. Mamra also chokes on his Tempest, so it's looking more doable here.
We're almost there.
Oh, unfortunate drop there off the Sparrow. Now the equalizer. Annihilator, Tempest alongside the Claw will be out here for the side of Changed World. 4 operators, but 2 gets dropped immediately. It's just all gonna come down to Mavier here with his own operator now as the Tempest gets dropped as well. Only finds 2 in the process. VIZUALZ SKAERI still gonna be retaining this lead away.
So now, Bai, he's gonna get 1. Bai gets another one. 10-9 we go. Big fight's coming through. Chroma's gonna get shut down. Mamra gets Ichikawa. 9-8 we go. VIZUALZ SKAERI just gotta slow it down here. You have the advantage on your end. They need to go through and push you. Don't need the challenge. Mamra does get 1. A trade comes through. Pickle, he's gonna try to fight that hill. Avery has the advantage there, but Pickle somehow wins that fight. We're back to a 5 versus 5. It's a search and destroy. We have a claw in hand for Pickle if he wants to use it. 14 seconds left, and you see Changed World inside the B point.
Definitely take the gamble here if you're on the side of Visual Scary. Pickle definitely should be the man to make the play. He does find the first though, but face gonna be good here for the set of Mavier. 2v2 situation now. Sebio Chroma up against Mavier and Vi. Sebio gets another.
1v1.
Mavier able to get the trade. Now it's a 1v1 situation here. Does he know where Chroma is at?
2 seconds, he has to hop on it. Extension has been given. I think Chromos is gonna pounce on this one by the time it ends here. Oh, Chroma, no trigger discipline. Spots one, but Maver shuts him down.
That round. It's not over yet.
And we extend to a round number 4 as Change World stay alive in this control.
And the problem here is that they went on and invested 4 operators here, so they're definitely going to be empty-handed as this round progresses. Now to go, round 4 is going to be opening up here. Little Scary back on the offense. Chroma. Throw some shots here and there. Backs away now. Mavericks is well able to get a double. Bit of a stride here on this mid-map for both squads.
Yep, 2 more kills there. Pickle, Maver, get the kills that they need. Rex as well takes down by Kai, takes down Chroma. And Chikawa now trying to push through. Able to get 2 more. This man is finally heating up here on this round number 4, but Rex shuts him down. Puts a stop on that hot spree. As Rex is going to be able to get 2 more. No, Mamra gets that kill though. As they are now starting to capture A here. Ichikawa is going to get that kill on him. 21 to 20. 45 seconds left here. And so far, the Change World's momentum is slowly shifting to their side here. But Sebio with the equalizer, can he try to change it? He's trying to find the players, not finding anything but a has help from his teammates.
And into 15 here once more. It's the players of Visual Scare here just breaking away from the hands of Change World. Sebio still on the hunt with that equalizer. Rex from the back. Chroma and Mamra involved into the mix as well, and just like that, this might just be the end.
Might be the end here. Mamra trying to get some free kills here, but A's gonna be captured any moment now. Rex takes down 1 more. Rex, as a human sentry, gets 2 there. 14 to 7. That might do it, unless Change World has something. Ichigawa's gonna get shut down. Maver gets the trade. 13 to 6. We go to do have a Tempest to work with. Will this have any value of sort? Last 5 lives remaining. M4 has to check behind him. He's gonna get shut down. Just like that, last 3 lives remaining. Change World, thank you so much for coming. We'll see you tomorrow in your next matchup as Visuals PH take the series 3-0 and take the control 3-1.
I see down here for Visual Scary. PH. There's someone proud of that one, especially compared to how it went down in regards to the run there on a search and destroy. But control is a totally different topic. Same goes for Hardpoint. I mean, overall respawns was definitely, well, predominated by the players of Visual Scary.
Yep, that's true. It was just all on their end here. See them really stepped it up here. Beautiful things coming through. It's not as scary, but they need to work a lot more. I think the morale, man, the morale hasn't been the best in my opinion. I feel like they just need to take a look at themselves in the mirror and be like, okay, we have a chance to get to the top 4 and try to maybe represent the country.
Let's see. I mean, you know, another day, another stage, and something he fought for here with that of Visual Scare. But for the time being, though, I mean, take some baby steps, and by then, and try to build yourself up in the competition. And we can definitely have a separate conversation if ever they do make it to the playoffs.
That's true. Here we go. Take a look at the highlights here. It was a solid round 3 for both teams, actually. I mean, just the upper usage wasn't the best for either of these teams, but it worked out in the end with raw mechanical gun skill for the side of Change Visuals PH, and for Change World. Again, just back to the drawing board, you know? I mean, I think that was the end of their run there. I don't think they're going to be able to make it unless a little bit of luck had happened. But at this point on stage of the tournament, it's pretty far already.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a stretch for sure. But yeah, I mean, what a day that we've had here so far. I mean, Visual Scary, a bit of a shake there on the search and destroy, but fortunately they were able to close it out due to Sebio pushing up here with the scopes on the hard point. It was actually also Sebio as well that was able to carry the weight in the map of Vishenda. Well, leading up towards the game number 3, it will be no other than Sebio as well. So most likely he will be our series MVP as well.
There you go. Congratulations to Sebio. Your MVP, 28 and 1.87 for him. That's what you want to see from the side of Sebio and SKAERI, as they will take the series 3-0 as well.
Yeah, nicely done overall. It was a pretty entertaining match as well on the search and destroy. Nice job as well, you know, for the side of Change World, especially to Ichikawa, my guy. Some highlights here and there. No one was able to bring in the bag and those impacts well on the average and the hard point. But unfortunately, he did kind of fell off on the crossroads strike control. I mean, we ended up the first round with him without having any eliminations. I think he was just a bit, I want to say, lost his morale by any means, but it was just more so, I think, he kind of felt like for his side that it was pretty much well over. Ladies and gentlemen, once more, we announce it. Series winner will no other be than VIZUALZ.
Congratulations to them, and now we're just gonna wait and see who's gonna be our series MVP. Most likely it's gonna be Sebio as well. Played out of his mind in the first three, on all the 3 games actually, so just wait and see that. And for this one, I think they just gotta work together. They gotta work more. They gotta take a look at it, because they really have a good shot at bringing this home for them and maybe making it to that top 4. And our series MVP is gonna be Rex, 82 average kills and ADA of 1.61.
Well, nicely done here for Rex. Definitely a bit of a silent killer as well. I mean, he was running it down there on the search and destroy. Tied up with Momra, per se. But granted, that will be a marksman. Rex will be able to bag this series MVP. So congratulations overall to this whole squad here for the set of SKAERI. Buckle it up, rest it up. You still got what, 3 more days here for the group stage.
A lot more days coming through here, Warden. That's what you want to see here for both of these teams, and hopefully they'll be able to make it out. And take a look at here, VIZUALZ SKAERI already on 4th here. Like I said, anything can change here, and tomorrow they have a huge matchup up against, take a look at it, I believe they're going ALUla here tomorrow. They're going up against ALUla tomorrow. So I mean, obviously they will be the underdogs there, and then after that they go up against Rival on Saturday, on Sunday, and then on Sunday their last match will be going up against as soon as possible, Warden. So it's a pretty tough schedule for them, but I think they can win up against ASAP, and then the other teams, a little bit of luck is all they need.
Yeah, truly. Well, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, we have been able to see a lot of things play out here for this run. It was a pretty quick run nonetheless. I mean, that last series definitely went down to the wire, especially on the search and destroy. Moving over to on game 3, a bit of a bleeding once again, a bit of a fight from the side of Changed World, but hey, it was VIZUALZ SKAERI at the end. Well, for the run for Elevate and ALUla, no questions asked, Jericho. It was all down to the script. It was a quick 3-0 nonetheless.
Yep, it was a quick 3-0, and that's what we want to see for those teams. I mean, it was very dominating. Elevate, ALUla, VIZUALZ PH. They've already done the first day on day 5, and now 3 more days coming through. After that, we're gonna head over to the playoffs. So very exciting things. But again, standings are getting mixed and matched now. I mean, we've already solidified the top 3. Now we just need to get that 4th slot.
And well, I mean, I can't believe it, man. I mean, we've gone through the first week, and now we are already starting on the 2nd as well. And we got, well, last 3 days as well before we cut down the competition to have who will be the top 4 teams. So we'll be fighting it down towards the playoffs, and who will be in contention as well in regards to slots here for the World Championship.
That's true. Well, with that being said, I'm Jericho. That's Warden. This has been the Call of Duty Mobile World Championship 2026 Garena Qualifier Group Stage Day 5. We'll see you guys tomorrow or Day 6. Goodbye for now.